recap it.
Okay.
We went to a party. There was a talent show. Most of us won our categories. We walked across some beams, and I died.
And Jem escaped his family temporarily. And
with the help of some rats.
Cassandra tried to recruit Laz for her cool detective party guild.
And Vivi both fell but didn't die.
Didn't die.
And Oz made it across and got the money.
And Tristan's an asshole.
Oh, they're all assholes.
That's just a safe note.
And there was a weird card that what's his face had.
Oh yeah, Caecilius found a card in his pocket that had a image of a black snake on it.
And the castle lanterns aren't actually that bad. They're good. They're good dudes.
They were really curious about if King knew any sleep spells, which is very worrying to King, because he does.
Cough, cough. Shh, you don't. Shh. I mean, hypothetically, what would happen if you did know?
Melatonin just doesn't do the trick if you do it too much. You gotta start going up to casting sleep on yourself to, in the...
Is a mallet a kind of a sleep spell?
Kind of. Probably. I'm sure it is somewhere.
That reminds me of Megamind, where it was his sleep stick.
Oh yeah.
Never saw it, but that sounds great.
Oh my god, it's such a good movie. Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle, you have all.
You really would love it.
You gotta watch it. Oh my god.
It's
a great movie.
To watch Megamind.
You gotta.
Kyle, you should actually put us on pause.
It's
watch
underrated.
Megamind, come back.
Yep.
Alright, I'll see y'all in about 2 hours.
Bitch, you better stay in here. Anyway.
No, it's okay. We're gonna be paused. For us, it's only gonna be a moment.
Anyway. Megamind aside, even though that's an amazing movie. Let's see. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get started here. So we open with Bruise. Let's see. This would be about 6 hours ago. Izo mentioned two sessions ago that he wanted to go see Bruise, and I forgot about that. That he asked that, but we're gonna do that now. So, Izo, you head over to Black Bear Brewery, and you find Bruise around back. He's feeding Sybil at the moment.
Bruise. I did it. I'm in. And I pull open my vest and pull the bandage aside to show him the fresh tattoo.
Did what? Oh.
I finally made it in. Just like you, Uncle. Working my way up.
He goes back to feeding Sybil. Starts petting her.
Aren't you proud of me, Uncle?
I'm proud. You done good.
Thanks, Bruce.
What do you have to do to earn that?
I delivered. Well, I made sure delivery got to where it needed to go. I fought. God, I fought all kinds of things. I fought this undead shark thing, some cultist, some guy that had like a squid face. God, I ran from the watch. God, I ran through the sewers.
Like as you're saying all this, like his head has slowly been turning around with a very confused look on his face. My
buddies helped. Together we defeated this cult this eel cult that apparently had been killing people, and we got the trident up to some noble up in Seaward, and we managed to do the whole thing without, and we all got away from Tanavast, who was trying to put the kibosh on things. And I got it there on time, delivered, unharmed. Oh, plus we went to an opera. Uncle, have you ever been to the opera? It was pretty neat.
Never been.
There was a lot of singing, and then well, I don't know how it ended because there ended up being a fight. Those stupid Zents got involved and tried to mug us.
Involved?
Well, they were going to mug us. and there was a man in the box next to us who was a member of the
Harper's.
Harper's, yeah. Member of the Harper's wanted to make us all members to fight the Zents. And so we fought the Zents. He made us members. And I told Red Knuckle that so that I could be his man on the inside with the Harpers. And when I was telling him that, it was right after the delivery, and that's when I got my tattoo.
Bruce isn't looking at you as he's just sort of going about his business.
Sounds like trouble. Whole lot of trouble.
It'll be okay. My friends got my back. We came through it together. They're a good crew.
You keep talking about these people. Who are they again?
Well, I've only known some of them for a week, but others I've known a little. So you know some of them. You know Laz. You know that dog cop that's over.
As you're saying this, we're gonna fade back to the beach, nighttime. King and Vivi are sort of washing up on the shore with Izo in tow. So continue.
You know Laz, that dog cop up the way. He's real cool headed. He never beats anybody that doesn't deserve it. I've never once seen him hit a child. He's honest, trustworthy. And then there's a little guy, a little goblin from just up the street. Oz. Oh, what's his last name? Oz. Blue Blood. He's a wild little guy. Doesn't like being called little. He's real excitable. But he knows where he's from, who his people are. He's real brave for such a little guy. He won't stand by and watch you just get stabbed in the back. He's sharp, courageous. Oh, and there's King. He's from far away. He's a big cat man. I think he's a little crazy, but kind of in a good way. God, he's real smart. He's always figuring out all the angles, how to make a buck, how to get one up on whoever we're dealing with. He's real present, real wily. Oh, and then there's this noble lady that for some reason doesn't want to go home. Vivi, I think she's a little mad too. Kind though, real nice. And brilliant. She's so smart. She's always coming up with new stuff, new ideas, and new little contraption thingies to trying to help other people. She's just generous, brilliant. And then there's Jimheim. I think I've told you about Jimheim before. He's that noble that was getting mugged. I ended up carrying him back to his ward. Man, I thought when I first met him, I thought he was just another soap soft noble. You know what I mean? real soft dandy, and he's kind of soft, but he's strong. He's not heartless or mean. I was surprised. He treats everyone with respect. He's never talked down to me, not once. Always treats me like a person, like a friend. And I've seen he's that way with a lot of people. He's always nice and respectful. And I've never seen him once sneer at anybody. Well, nobody that wasn't just an asshole. I gotta say, it's only been a week, but I trust him. I trust the others too, but there's something about Jim. I like him. He's a good man, noble, true.
So, you guys are on the beach.
Damn it, King! What do we do?
Oh, it's not a good time, but let's scoop him up. This is a big city, right? We've got gold. Let's take him to a temple, get him resurrected, and sleep this one off. That may be a little trickier than normal because our muscle's the one who kind of get lugged over there. So let's see. I'll get the front. Everyone's get the bottom half.
Shit, you're right. Yeah, okay. On 3.
Careful with this head, you idiots. As Laz is scrambling down.
Laz, we gotta fix him. I can't fix him. I mean, I can fix things, but I can't fix this. I'm an engineer, damn it, not a
doctor. Jim is also scrambling down behind Laz. Mm-hmm. And that's his. Oh gods, King, is this true? We can just pay for him to come back?
I've heard of that. I mean, I've heard you can just get some diamonds. We could buy diamonds with the gold we just got now, and find a temple, get him resurrected, and you might be out of sorts for a little bit. But I mean, back to normal tomorrow morning. Nope.
Jolly, a temple would probably have diamonds on hand. We'd just have to reimburse them for them, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, so Laz is going to mention that. We just need to get to the temple.
Well, I can't imagine it's quite that easy. I've known very rich people who's died. If you can just pay for it, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, maybe it depends on
they weren't rich enough.
how long they died. Yeah.
Maybe we're fresh. These are his brand spanking new dead. We can do that. We can fix this, no problem.
Can I do a religion check to see if I would know if there's a reason why everybody doesn't get resurrected, or would I just know?
I mean, you would all sort of. Yeah, no, you don't need to do a check for it. Okay. Yeah, actually, truth be told, nobles who die accidentally kind of do come back kind of on a regular basis.
Okay.
I mean, what is it? It's like 500 gold for a raised dead. I mean, and that's an insane amount of money for an average person. But adventurers, nobles, stuff like that, it's not uncommon for them to die and be raised again. Dignitaries and politicians will sometimes have diamonds on hand for stuff like that. So it's not unheard of, but usually if somebody doesn't come back, it's probably because of the soul is unwilling or some other condition. Truth be told, a good assassin would probably take that into account, because there are limitations as to what raised dead can do. So actually, yeah, that's probably the main reason why people don't come back, is they get their heads cut off.
How is Izo's head, speaking of?
Smarter.
Izo is within raised dead, correct.
Quality? Okay.
He just snapped his neck. It's fine,
Snapped his neck, crushed a couple of ribs, broke his spine. All work over stuff. It's all good.
Yeah.
As long as his noggin's still good, we're still good. I kind of wrap his head a little.
Yeah. You just wrap it. Yep, right. Be careful. Yeah.
We got claws in, don't worry.
Hey, Nee. You're standing on the beach, and you notice something weird. Rolling down the beach, seemingly of its own volition, is a top hat. It's rolling parallel to the shore.
I'm gonna go get it.
Oh god.
So you walk over and you pick up the top hat, and inside you find two little rats. One of which is sort of chubby and black, and the other one is white with like a blue ribbon. They look up, and the white one goes, "Bonjour."
Hello?
Hello. Could you help us? Could you take us over there? And she points over to this group of people on the shore. Looks like they're pulling something big out of the water.
Are they shadow friends?
The rats look at each other. The big one goes, "Yeah."
Oh, then no. Not at all. Definitely not.
Listen, please, if you could just take us over there, I'd be so appreciative.
What do you want with shadow friends?
I'm sorry, what are shadow... Listen, these are not shadows.
Alright. But we're gonna be ready. And Nee puts his hand out to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of seconds passes. And
Three heartbeats, maybe?
Yeah. 3 heartbeats pass. And a giant sword appears in his hand. This giant unwieldy blade that looks like an outstretched raven's wing.
Okay, cool.
And I throw it over my shoulder. And I was like, all right, let's go talk to these shadow friends.
Not really shadow. What's a shadow friend? I don't know.
And I walk up.
Yeah, so you guys are pulling Izo out of the water when this gentleman approaches you. Hang on, I gotta... and... Yeah, this guy. Carrying a big-ass sword and Izo's top hat with 2 rats inside.
Josh, if you did anything, I'm not seeing anything but the map.
That's strange. Hang on. It should be in all players' journals. Yeah, something should be coming up for you, yes.
I can see it.
I see it too. The mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it as well.
It's a dark elf.
Oh, that's right, because you probably already have the page open, Charlie, so nothing would have happened for you.
Oh, I've got my character sheet open. Yeah, I guess so. Yep.
So that thing comes walking up.
It's about 5 feet tall, lanky, with the biggest fucking sword you've ever seen. Like, it's at least the blade itself is probably 4 or 5 feet long.
Laz immediately goes for his rapier, and then realizes, oh yeah, I don't have a rapier. Armed right now.
Gemheim instinctively jumps behind Izo's body and then realizes that Izo's dead and starts crying.
What are you guys doing? We need some help lifting him. Vivi and I can't do it by ourselves. What the hell is that?
I mean, I could probably do. Oh my god! What the? Whoa! Hello.
Bonjour, says the little rat.
Oh hi. Hey, it's one of you guys.
I hold the top hat up with the kind of tilt the rats to the party. They say
We found this in the beach. We were bringing it to you.
Oh, that must be his hat.
Oh, good. He'll want that whenever we get him back up. Good.
I kind of hold the hat back a little bit. They say you're friends of the shadow.
Friends of the...
What does that even mean?
Us? We're friends of the shadow.
Servants of the Raven Queen?
Are we? I don't remember signing up for that.
What's it to you?
Does that mean if we are servants of the Raven Queen, would you help us lug this our big friend to a temple?
I whip out the giant sword and I kind of point it straight at you guys.
Oh, no.
We are Grimfeather's Need, killer of crows, breaker of ravens.
Helm's Eternal Watch, put that thing away. Please, we just
Yeah, that's sharp. You could hurt somebody.
help us get to a temple.
Kind of lower it a little bit. So do you this? And I kind of stick the sword down in the ground, blade tip down on the ground, and set the hat down next to it, and I lift my mask up. It's like, so do you guys serve the Raven Queen? And you see this face is like of a young teenager, round, soft, like Kai kid face.
No.
I mean, do you want us to?
Kid.
Only if you want to die.
Kid, they don't serve the Raven Queen, they serve me. I
mean,
King
no.
Pleasant to meet you.
Yeah, what he said.
We have a lot of time for this.
Well, you don't look.
Actually going to try to shoulder Izo in return.
You guys don't look like shadow friends.
We'll be your shadow friend all night long if you help us get his body up.
I think he doesn't want shadow friends.
We'll never be your shadow friend if you help us get his body up.
No, I don't think they are shadow friends. I think they're just a bunch of weirdos on the beach.
Listen,
I mean, that's definitely
commentary, little man. We are dealing with something here. You can either help us or you can just leave us alone. I do like your...
Izo, a little help here.
We're having a conversation here. It's very rude to interrupt.
Oh,
Yes,
were you
they are
speaking to me?
They are definitely weird.
Who are you talking to?
I'm
You
trying,
got these
lad.
talking rats, though. I think this hat.
Oh wait, I know this trick. I have someone in my hedge too.
Wait, what?
Wait,
What's yours named?
they look at you very suspiciously and kind of like side eye you a little bit.
I mean, I've seen those rats before.
Mine's
Oh.
named Diona, and she's very pleased to meet you. But I'm not, so you're either going to help us or you're going to walk away.
Dione. I haven't heard of that particular blade.
Oh no, she's not a blade. She's a... I'm not sure exactly what she is. But she's in me now.
That sounds hot.
We can talk
A
about
spear
our
maiden?
sexual fantasies later, guys. Let's go fucking help this situation here, okay?
Yes, I can't believe I'm one of the only people lifting him. These muscles are mostly aesthetic. They're not really good for actual moving things.
Yeah, Lily, come on, help him out. Oh, wait. Oh.
Well, here's your rat, and you're attacking, and you're talking your hat, and you're talking rats.
I'm distracted. I need to limber up.
That's in a hat.
Gemheim just starts slowly taking off his clothing and folding it up nicely and putting it somewhere dry, and then after doing that for like 2 minutes, he comes and starts helping Izo. Or pick up Izo's body.
We suck.
We're out of breath. Okay, we were just swimming. We're taking a break.
Oz's already sad, but he realizes Louise is not alive anymore.
All right, you got it. You got it. You're right. He does smell weird. You got this. I'll follow. All right.
Who smells weird?
Where are we bringing him? Are we bringing him to a temple? Are we bringing him back to his home?
So what's
I'd
with the
say, well, you see, nobles happened. The usual. He fell off a cliff, and 200 feet, water, rocks, height. Do the math.
What the fuck does it matter? We need to get him to a temple.
Precisely.
That's what I've been saying. Let's get a move on.
And we don't have a cart.
So you guys have been lugging Izo over to the gate. You've occasionally been dropping him.
Sorry. Sorry.
Your bones crack. It's probably okay.
Its head hits a rock for a second. It's like,
We're both trying to preserve him as well as possible, so he keeps getting buried by these openings. Oh, damn it. I just stopped smelling like wet dog.
It's okay. You can take another bath later.
it still smells faintly of lavender. It's not much, but it's still there a little.
As you guys get to the gate, you can see there's a bit of a commotion going on there. Apparently, like, there's this noblewoman. She's got her carriage behind her, and she is arguing with the city guard that was guarding it when you guys were coming through. And she's just very, very upset with them. How could you just let her through? I'm telling you, this doesn't make any sense. Listen, are you suggesting that I was not invited to this party? I was definitely invited to this party. Ma'am, we're sure you're invited to the party. Listen, again, we're sorry, but she had a mask on. We didn't know. We were told to let people with the masks through. But it was a stolen mask. She stole my mask. This is ridiculous.
Guessing this is the person. This is the person who who lost their invitation to the person that I spoke to at the party.
The owl mask.
Sounds reasonable.
It was,
it
was a ram. She was wearing the ram mask. When did she leave? Nobody wearing a ram mask came back through, ma'am. What do you mean they didn't come back? She's on the beach. Go out on the beach and find her. We're not going out on the beach, man. We gotta stay here. This is ridiculous. I get jumped in the middle of the night and attacked. You'll hear from this. I'll have your jobs or your heads. She'll get into her carriage. Your heads. And she starts getting pulled away.
Did me or Jem recognize the lady?
You can give me intelligence checks. Okay,
Whoa.
yeah, Vivi, yeah, you remember, you've met this lady before, like, she would host,
Nope, not me.
she'd host parties for, like, debutantes and stuff like that. She's sort of known as a real busybody amongst Waterdevian nobility. Her name is, here, I'll put it in the chat because there's no way.
Pronounce
It's
it.
actually not that. Yeah, Olivia Osterhagen. It's not John Cena.
Huh. Hey, that's a lady that does a lot of parties. Yeah, that sucks. Whatever, she's
I'm
loud and
feeling-
obnoxious anyway.
Not feeling quite sympathetic towards nobles at the moment. Excuse me, pardon me, guards. Busy night, huh?
Yeah. Hey, listen, is that guy okay? He leans over at Izo. Hey, pal, you had a few too many drinks?
No, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
I lower my
Each
mask.
other.
What's the nearest temple that could do the fixing stuff?
Wait, you guys serious?
Yes, that's why
Yes.
we're in quite a hurry to amend this situation.
They look at each other. The House of Inspired Hands isn't too far. Don't know if it's still doing services. I know the House of the Moon's definitely open.
House of the
Obviously.
Moonlights. And Laz's
Yep.
plate.
Just let it be known this is the work of Caecilius Roaringhorn. Think of who you take employment from in the future.
They,
Well-
hold on. Are you saying was this man murdered? Was this man murdered by him?
No, it wasn't murder. It's from the sounds of it. It looks like it happens every year.
Not the time, guys.
Anyway, thanks for your help, guys. We gotta go to the House of the Moon. Okay, bye.
Hey, Josh, I have a question.
Yeah. What's up?
We live here. We would
Yes.
know how typical it is for somebody to take a dead body somewhere to get it revived.
Mhm.
Is this a normal occurrence? How does this shit work?
We just discussed this while you were not here, kind of.
Oh, no, it's okay. Like in Seaward, this, like, I mean, it's not that unheard of. Like, magic is a thing. People know that resurrection's a thing.
Right.
And people in Seaward, nobles, politicians, and stuff like that are, not only do they probably get resurrected, at least once in their life, like, it's uncommon because dying is uncommon, but it's not unheard of. Every noble house probably has at least one person who's been raised from the dead.
It sounds like a kind of situation where, like, one of the reasons why it's not more common is because when people want someone to stay dead, they decapitate the body to make sure they stay dead, and that's why resurrections don't happen all.
Yeah.
Notes for later when we deal with Tanavast.
Oh, and Roaring Horn. Yep.
Horn.
We're making
Burn
a
the
list.
bodies.
You guys,
Twice.
Okay, so you guys start heading over to the House of the Moon.
have you guys seen any strange shadows?
Oh god, it's still following this.
I mean, it is like nighttime.
Oh yeah, you notice Grimford is like awkwardly following close, following at an awkwardly close, like distance from Jim, like a shadow.
Oh,
As you move, Jim, like, he seems to, like, mimic your motions.
Yo, this kid's stupid.
You're stupid.
I'm just giggling. I almost drop Ezo again. Oh shit.
I got my sword.
And small.
Take out both my swords.
Not the time. Not the time.
Not right now.
You're lucky I'm fucking this kid.
I'm usually all in favor of some Oz retribution stuff. It's great to watch, but not the time.
You're lucky I'm hunting shadows.
I mean, it is nighttime again.
What does that even mean? Okay, fuck it, let's keep going.
Hey, look, a shadow over there. I point in a random direction. Just kidding. There's shadows everywhere. It's nighttime.
As you guys are heading down the street, you give me perception checks.
Damn, we suck. All right. Yeah.
God Oh.
Oh, okay. There we go. So Jim and Grim, you guys, as you're heading down, or I should say Knee, as you guys are going along, the two of you hear in the distance barking.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like dogs.
Woof.
And Jim, with a 22, you suddenly remember. Let's see. Let's say a time when you were little, and Madison convinced you to play this game where it was basically hide and seek, and he told you to like go hide somewhere, and you hid in the closet, and you don't think he understands how hide and seek works because then he blocked the door and left you trapped in the closet, and it got kind of scary after about hour 5.
Why do you miss your brother so much? He sounds like a dick.
I mean, to be fair, you were like, this is probably when you were 5 or something.
yeah, I just want him back so I don't have to take over the family.
So I went back and said,
Okay. I say, did you guys hear those dogs? They're creeping me out.
Wasn't there something
Last night, too.
in the paper?
Is
About
this supposed to be
dogs?
the nice part of town?
I mean, it specifically said something about the nice part of town with the dogs.
If only I had Ezo's thick biceps to hide behind.
Don't you worry, sweet Jim. We'll get him back up here in just a bit. House of Moon's right across the corner, looks like.
Yeah, we're almost there.
You guys suddenly hear, and you hear like a loud barking coming from around the corner.
Josh, is there something I can scurry up to?
Hang on. I
Get
think
some height.
I think that question's about to be answered for you.
Laz, are these your friends?
Oh no.
No bully.
I'm not armed. Like, at all.
Laz, can you speak the language? Call them off.
Where are they coming from, Josh?
It sounds like it's coming from over here.
I didn't see where you pinged.
Yeah, you didn't ping.
That's weird.
To be honest, I'm actually pretty good with animals.
You see that? I'm on the wrong layer again. God damn it. I hate when that. It's so weird. There.
I still. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
There.
which direction's the House of the Moon?
This way.
God damn it.
So
You
you don't
guys
have-
actually, you guys actually see a around the corner. You could see the shadow of a dog. It's like on this wall here, and it just is. You could see that the dog is sort of like hunched down and growling.
I'm
It's like
using
very,
ability.
very unhappy, and it would probably like come around that corner and bite somebody if given the chance.
Hey, Raven Slayer, shadows over there.
You guys notice he's just gone.
Okay. Well,
Yep,
he's gone.
see? He's doing his
can I
job.
use my prime- oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
We can go ahead.
I was done. I was
Okay. I'm gonna use my ability to So do we actually see this beast, or just a shadow? Of the
All
beast?
you see is the shadow of it around the corner. It fucked up its stealth.
Get away, doggy. Leave us be.
I am a doggy.
Laz, you said you had no weapons?
Are you doing primeval awareness, Oz?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
So I do that. So I don't know what happens. So basically, I'm going to be trying to learn their emotional state, whether it's affected by magic, its short-term needs, and actions I can take, if any, to persuade it not to attack us.
Let's see.
If any. Just give that up.
Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so, let's see. Okay, so, yeah, as you're trying to, get the read on this dog, you start getting, like, what it's doing around that corner is, like, weird. Because, again, you can see its motions in the shadow on the wall. And, like, it just looks like it's about to attack something. It's not acting like a dog that's waiting around a corner. It's acting like a dog, and then you watch as the shadow peels itself off the wall. So this dog-shaped shadow just pops off and appears.
Popping off.
Laz, you said you didn't have any weapon?
I'm assuming I wouldn't have been allowed into the party with weapons.
We're gonna roll with it. You have no weapons. You better find something.
I dig around in my robes for a moment and pull out the light crossbow I had for character creation and forgot I had. Here you go, and I pass it to him.
I had.
You haven't moved this whole time?
Bring weapons to the party? I don't think we did.
All we
Well.
established is Laz didn't bring weapons.
I think we all did. Didn't we go over that?
That
Well,
was for the opera. We didn't establish anything about this party.
Okay.
Guess it's
Laz
not.
would have tried to sneak a dagger in if he thought he could. If he
Okay,
thought he
then
could
yeah.
get away with it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We can say
I just have everything. Fuck it.
yeah. I mean, all your stuff is small and easy.
Josh, can I cast a spell, or do we need to roll initiative?
Go ahead and roll initiative. I should mention one other thing before we start, though. You hear more barking around you. Let me go ahead and help those guys.
Shit.
Where's Izo's body?
Let's assume it's sitting on the fountain. Like the fountain occupies the square that it's in.
We prop it up against the fountain. We can
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just treat like the fountain square as he is a square.
In true fashion, I did stick with a 16 dex for continuity.
Good.
I appreciate that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and roll some initiative here.
Well, these are my comeback.
Gotta be.
Maybe they smell fresh meat.
Doggos. Oh, that
shit.
Damn it.
Aha.
I didn't roll. That's my bad. Did I?
Did you?
No,
Did you?
I did now.
Okay. Boom. Okay, so Laz, you're up first. As these shadow dogs start appearing.
All right. Laz will shift because Laz needs to zoom in, damn you. Okay, Laz will shift and there. Which one's closest to me? Probably don't even know that one's there. So it's... Yeah, okay. Laz is gonna shout to keep Iso surrounded. We need to protect him. And then he's gonna come up to this thing and he's gonna try to stab it in the face. Hold on. First, he's going to do an insight check to see if he can't get his sneak attack stuff.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, that thing can actually do that. Okay.
but I don't, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whack, whack.
Goes to the Shadow Masters. So, Lazarus, you watch as the dog in front of you. Again, it's actually, I should say, it's a dog-shaped shadow. Suddenly darkens and then vanishes amongst the darkness of the street.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that's
Goes
bullshit.
invisible, but it's only going to stay like that for a little bit because it's going to attack now. And it has advantage because it was invisible. So 21 to hit for 7 piercing, and then give me a strength.
Oh, shit. Strength save or
Strength save, yeah. Alright, okay. So you take 7 and you're not knocked prone. Let's see. Neat. So you watch as this dog over here suddenly vanishes into shadow. But then as it, like, runs past that light in the street, you suddenly see that it reappears. It, like, looks around, growls, very surprised by this, and then, like, runs into the darkness over here. So that puts it 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna have to dash and run up to Jim.
Uh-oh. Ah.
1, 2, 3. Okay, you actually just want to be there.
Kill it.
So yeah, So Jim, you watch as it makes a concerted effort to like get away from the light. So it runs up to the fountain here and is now sort of between you and Oz. That was that. There should be, yeah, this one over here. It's here. That one vanishes. And this one is also going to vanish. Okay, goes to Grim. Or Knee. God damn it.
Let's see. Let's see. Is this roof taller than hold on.
The roof is about 15 feet.
Is this roof taller than the one I'm on?
No.
Okay. Then I'm just going. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast Darkness. Centered on essentially to cover the roof section of the roof I'm on. 15-foot radius. So yeah, essentially to cover this whole rooftop.
Okay.
I'm gonna step over here. Well, first, I'm gonna step here and I'm gonna be like, light more torches, shadows, keep them out of the darkness. And then I'm gonna step over here, and that's gonna. Oh, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna summon the bow.
Okay. So you've got your bow out.
Yep, and I'm in darkness.
Gotcha. Goes to King.
Okay, let's see what I want to do here. I'm going to move into some light. Gonna try and get right here, right up against the wall where that lamp is, and just gotta like try and look up to where knee is, kind of try and get out of his kind of angle of aim. And I'm going to say, no dogs allowed. We already have one. Scram mutts, and I'm going to firebolt one that's next to Jim.
Nice. That is a hit, yes.
And mediocre.
A hit. That's what's important.
True. And I'm going to use my bonus action to convert a couple spell points into a second level.
Okay.
And that should end my action.
All right. Goes to Oz.
Okay. I'm going to attack the one that's in front of me, because why not? Cool. Are these medium or small creatures?
These are medium.
I'm gonna just do normal short sword attacks.
Gotcha. That is not a hit.
Do I get like flanking bonus? Is that?
Oh wait, yeah, you get +2, and that is a hit.
Ooh.
Ooh, hot diggity.
That would be 5 damage.
Okay, as you like slash at it, your blade, like you watch it sort of affect this thing, but not as much as you'd like. It just seems to like keep like shifting, and it almost looks like static on the TV when you sort of slash it. That does that sort of weird like phasey thing, glitchy thing.
Huh.
And then I'm gonna do that again.
Go for it. That's not gonna hit.
Okay.
Oof.
That's
Okay. Goes to Jim.
Who just
You
left?
got something? Okay.
No.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And Jem just...
Yeah. Let's do VV then.
Okay, I will activate Rage Mode for some fire damage. And... Fuck it, I don't want to move. Let's attempt this 5-foot shot here at this doggo. I'm trying. Ah, fuck. I don't think I have flanking.
That will not hit.
Nope. I just shoot the floor with some fire.
Okay. Let's see. Still no Jim. So let's go ahead and jump to Lazarus.
Laz is going to what kind of action is it to pull out my lantern and light it?
That would be... Yeah, I feel like that's an action.
Okay, I light my lantern, and I'm going to disengage and then fall back to Izo's body.
Okay, so let's see. I don't know how bright a lantern is off the top of my head, but I'm going to make an assumption, assume like 30 feet sounds about right. So I'm going to create an aura for you.
Thank you.
Boom. Okay.
Yes,
Can you
it is
guys see
30.
that?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
It's
Oh,
bright
that's
light
right.
for 30 feet and then dim light for another 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome
All I
back.
need is the bright light.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
Eric's turn.
Yes. Let's go to Jim. Oh, actually,
Sorry about that.
no, you're fine.
You're good.
So when you light that lantern and step back like that, step back like that, Laz. Some doggos appear as their invisibility is dispelled.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. Okay.
Oh, those are a lot closer than I thought.
And Jim, go.
Okay, I'll look at the one in front of me and say, "Oh, be gone! Get out of here! Leave me alone!" And I will cast Phantasmal Force on him.
Okay.
And make it their illusion of all these little fairies, like little sprites that are around him, and attacking him with little spears.
Nice. Is that a wisdom save?
It's an intelligence save.
Intelligence save.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh,
What?
get wrecked.
What?
Wow.
So fucking smart.
Fuck.
Oh, huh. You're a smart doggy.
Thanks. Growls at you.
Next time, try please.
They're almost the same thing.
Yeah, I don't have any bardic inspiration. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So one other thing is that any dog that's in the lantern light is also, it's no longer, it doesn't just look like a shadow now, it actually looks like a defined, big, bulky, like, mastiff. Pitch black still, but it actually, you can see, like, the definition of its muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, goes to Laz.
Oh, hey, dogs.
Okay. Laz
That's not
is
what I
gonna-
mean, but weird.
Laz is gonna stab at this dog right here because he gets to keep his sneak attack.
Damn, doggies.
Boom.
That's a hit.
Boom. 9 damage.
And they're not in darkness anymore, so... Okay. Done, Laz?
Yeah, I think I'm nice and centrally located. Pretty much everybody's in my light, and I'm protecting Izo, so I don't really want to move, and I don't have a way to hide. So, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right there's good. Boom. Okay, so...
Oh, fuck.
Let's start
what
with
fuck?
the red dog. Red dog against King. Bite. 13's not gonna hit. I assume?
Sure won't.
That's unfortunate. Green dog against yeah, it's gonna try and bite I wanna bite. Oh, let's bite Laz. I get flanking.
Uh-oh.
11 damage to Laz.
Delightful. We might we might have to res 2 of us.
Orange one against Gem. Does 15 hit?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, for that. And the purple one against Oz.
Oh boy.
Wow, okay. That's a hit. And the blue one, I'm gonna move... Yeah, I'm gonna move the blue one here. So I can threaten 2 people. And it's gonna try and bite... Yeah, Laz has that lantern. They don't like that. It's gonna try and bite Laz. For that. Jesus!
Oh no.
Damn it.
God damn it.
Wait,
I
which
think
one
I'm
hit me?
down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yes,
Oh, shit.
Oz, you got a hit for 12.
Oh, shit.
Which one?
The purple one bit you for 12.
Okay, cool.
Oh, fuck.
And Laz is unconscious.
What's with this damage?
Goes to knee.
Yeah, I'm gonna start shooting some assholes.
By the way, DM, we did have a fight earlier in the day.
I'm aware.
Yeah, so? Doesn't matter.
You guys started.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I just need to look at.
That's
So I'm
true.
only. So Josh,
Yes.
this dog here,
Mhm.
is it flank? Do I get flanked? The benefits of flanking? Since it's got people
No.
on both sides of it.
No.
Okay, just want to check.
Mhm.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm they can't see me,
Right.
so I get advantage anyway. So I'm gonna attack. I just saw Laz go down. I'm gonna attack Blue Boy,
Okay.
and let's see. And actually, I get to roll 3 dice whenever I have advantage
What?
because I have Elven accuracy.
That's what that does.
Yep.
What? Okay. Okay, it's a reroll. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I reroll one of those. I'm going to reroll that 8. Okay, so 15 plus...
Both are... Yeah, it's going to hit.
Okay. 9 magic piercing.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think... Yep, that's my turn.
Goes to King.
Well, at least we know he's on our side, maybe. And I'm going to take the ballsy option and run past our red friend and stand over East.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Dog's gonna bite. It doesn't hit.
Nope. And I am going to cast Burning Hands at Green Boy, and that should hit green, orange, and purple if my...
You are correct.
Wouldn't it hit me too?
No.
Don't believe so, because I think
just out the cone.
right in front of me is 1 square, and then behind that's 3 squares, I believe.
That's correct.
If I...
Yep.
Yeah, you and Jim are just out of it.
But I feel the heat. Got it.
Gotcha.
I can feel the heat.
Singes your eyebrows a little bit.
So this is dexterity.
You guys don't like light? Well, get a load of this light show, and I'm gonna blast a bunch of gold flames at...
It'd be more impressive
Ooh.
with better damage. But dexterity, right?
That is true.
Not the best rolls.
Oh fuck.
Okay, that was the green one. That would be the
Oh, come on.
the orange
God
one,
damn it.
and then the purple one.
Come on. Hey.
At least one of them got hurt.
Yeah.
The something.
And we all got a little, and that adds up. It's all good.
When you consider that you damaged 3 people, that's still a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't patronize the cat man, Jolly.
I'm trying to make you guys feel better right now.
I had a really cool mood. What have you guys say?
Goes to Oz.
I can't hear anyone.
We can hear you, I think. Or I can hear you through suits
Yeah.
speakers.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
It's your microphone. You gotta just keep up and down, again and again.
No, it was.
Oh.
It literally Discord. I couldn't hear anybody talking. So I
Okay, so
weird.
Discord.
It was very weird. I don't know what happened. Anyway.
Okay.
What's going on?
It's your turn.
Your turn.
Okie doke. I will attack the green one since that's what we've been focusing. So.
The purple one just got hit.
Hiya! Green one.
That's a hit.
Haha.
6 damage.
Okay.
Hiya.
And now that the thing is like solid and defined, you notice you're doing you actually like stab it and blood comes out. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh wow.
How do you want to do this?
I attacked the dog and he died.
Okay.
Very cinematic. I feel like I'm there.
Anything else you want to do, Oz?
No, that was my bonus and my action.
Okay.
Can you use a move to pick up the lantern?
I mean, lantern's on the ground. It's still giving off its light, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah. It didn't go out or anything like that. Unless I use
Okay.
it to eat it.
Oh,
Goes to Jim.
give Laz a good berry. Oh shit! Fuck. Wait.
About it.
I start preparing to, like, racking my mind for something insulting to say to these dogs. But then I look over at Izo, and I say, "No, we'll do it your way." And I pull out my rapier, and I'm going to attack the orange one with my rapier.
Gotcha.
Ah!
That's a hit.
Oh, Jim.
You assume it gets the orange one?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
orange one.
Nice. Okay.
And I'll say, "For Izo!"
Very nice.
And then with my bonus action, I'll cast a little healing word over at Laz.
Okay.
Oh, goody. Thank you.
So get up, bud. We need your help.
Airbud.
Despite my height, I do not play basketball.
You should.
Alright, now stay up this time. We don't have enough gold to get you both up.
Also, Laz, just so you know, that is number 17,198 times you've heard that joke in your life.
Not surprising.
Has that red one been hit yet?
The red one has not.
Okay, I'll hit the purple one then.
Okay.
Alrighty. Oh, goody.
That's a hit.
That hits. Boom, baby.
Oh my god!
Boom, 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 boom. And that's fire damage. I don't think it matters at this point, though.
No. So yeah, you shoot that thing, and like your bullet explodes, and it just sort of washes fire over it. It yelps.
Get the fuck out of here. No, that's it. I can only do one attack.
Okay. Goes to Laz.
Laz is gonna stab Blue in the face. Laz is pissed, and at least he has his dagger. God.
Not a hit. Remember, you can also move on your turn too, Laz.
To flank it.
Yeah, for flanking. Anything else?
Oh, I thought okay. Sorry, I thought I was already getting that because we had adjacent people.
No, that's pack
Sort of.
tactics. And-
Yeah.
You gotta be out.
Okay. That.
Good. Gotcha.
You gotta
Yes.
sandwich them.
Okay. Goes to the doggos. Purple is going to disengage, and it's going to run over here. It's going to get out of the lantern light, and use its bonus action to go invisible.
That's right, you better run!
Yeah, what he
Orange
said.
one? Orange one still feels pretty good. Oh yeah, it just got stabbed, so Jim is gonna get bit.
Oh, good doggy, good doggy.
Oh, fuck.
Chomp chomp.
Oh, bad doggy.
Shit.
Why am I rolling? I'm rolling
What the
amazing to my own damage.
What the fuck? That's max
almost-
damage.
Shit.
It's
That's
almost
it,
like they're
yeah.
wolves.
Ouch.
What the fuck?
Actually, they're mastiffs. They're kind of worse than wolves.
And then the blue one will try to bite Vivi.
Oh, fuck.
Or 11.
Oh, shit.
I would definitely rather fight a wolf than a mastiff.
I mean, we gotta make strength
You say
saves.
that now. 2 Tuesdays from now, you might not. be
I'm
saying
good.
that to me.
The red one. I forgot about the red one. Red
Oh,
one.
no.
The red one doesn't like all this going on here. It's gonna go.
Oh, no. We're all low.
Hang on, let's see. You're all the way up there, aren't you, Grim?
Yep, I'm up here in my darkness.
Yeah, and they're dogs. They can't really get up there. Fuck it. So it's gonna go after Vivi.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
please.
defy that dog to climb this building.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I'm
No.
down.
Yeah, but for like literally, I rolled minimum damage for the crit. So.
Well, 12 would have gotten me down anyway. I'm at 9 HP.
Oh, okay. That's convenient.
Convenient.
Chomp.
Ow. Fuck.
Oh, good, and it's flanking against Jimheim too. Okay, it goes to knee.
Oh, shit.
A
little help.
Let's see. I'm gonna hit the blue one again.
Fancy. Shadow. Shit.
No, I hit the red one. I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, I should say so. Okay.
Nice. All right. So 12 damage to a red boy.
Anything else?
God, I keep forgetting to use my. All right, nah, it's too late. No, that's it.
King.
Alright, my claws are kind of itching. I've got fire already kind of, streaming up the little claw thing. But then I see Vivi and And I dig up the good berry and I, put it in her. That's an action, right?
Yes.
All right, I give her the wonder pill. 1 HP.
You got 1 HP, V.
1 HP. I don't have any water to swallow that. I think.
Let's see, is there any advantage to move it at all? I should just stand on the ground. Yeah, I'll just keep standing
Yeah.
over.
Because you got flanking.
Because I'm giving last flanking. If I try and move much where else, I'll either lose him flanking or get it, into something else's threat range. Yeah.
Okay. Goes to Oz.
I will attack the orange thing after moving to this location here.
Okay, so you got plus
Actually,
2.
I lied. I'm gonna go to this location here.
Oh, okay. You got plus 2.
I will attack with the swords. I
Boom.
That's a hit.
Kaboom. Kabam. Ooh. Wablam.
That is it. That is my turn. I go back to being stupid. Man.
Okay.
I'm a
Goes to
goblin.
jump.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh God.
Goblins do not go, blah, 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 blah.
Oh God.
Shit.
I'm
Is
going to look at Izo's body and say, "They're not going to get you, not today." And I'll again attack the orange one with my sword, my rapier.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Damn.
8 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Still standing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jam, you're getting really good at that.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Goes to Vivi.
Alright, fuck this dog in particular. Shit. I don't think I'm not flanking. Fuck. Balls.
No.
You know what? No, fuck this. I'm re-rolling.
Oh, you remembered.
Oh.
Fuck you, dog.
Yes.
There you go. 13 damage.
You got knocked out, so I think your arm's gone.
Does it?
Yeah, I think is it a concentration?
Probably. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is.
Okay, well,
That's
either
true.
way,
Yeah,
I said
11.
that, but it's only got 10 HP, so how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna blast the magic bullet through his fucking head and explode.
Gotcha. Like as it's coming right to the head, the camera sort of zooms around and just sort of gives a sad dog face. Then has no face.
Fuck you, dog.
Top of the round, I need everybody to give me a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad stat.
That's
I'm
bad news, Bears.
Oh no.
Vivi's
Oh
good.
no.
Vivi's good.
Oh no.
Vivi,
Oh no.
I'm using
Oh,
my
no.
reaction to
Okay.
get advantage.
Oh, advantage. Well,
Is he good?
The dogs. Okay? So what you hear is from somewhere. You can't quite tell. It kind of sounds like it's coming from every direction. Is this baleful, god-awful howling? And as it sort of resonates through the streets, the dogs all look up, and then you watch as each one of them dissolves into a two-dimensional shadow, and if you ever seen Princess and the Frog, the way they sort of slither along the ground, they all go shooting down one particular street. We'll say it's this street down here. Everybody who failed, which would be everybody except Vivi and me, is frightened.
And Jem? Wait, is Jem good?
No, I'm
No,
fine.
Jim is
Oh,
not
fuck.
good, and in fact,
Oh, shit.
Like, when you hear it, you just have this incredible urge to run.
Which way is it coming from?
Again, you couldn't really tell. Sounded like it was from every direction, but the shadows went this way.
Guys, we gotta get out of here.
I mean, yeah, that's
Want to get
apparent.
at it, but we can't leave Iso.
I'm like Scooby-Doo. My teeth are chattering.
Laz is actually going to go to the fountain and grab Izo because they moved away from the alley we need to go down, and we're gonna book them.
Good thinking. Let's get the fuck out of here.
So all of you
Last
give me
is keeping-
athletics checks as you pick up Izo and start running. Okay.
And we all disadvantage because
Whoa.
No,
no.
you'd have to be able to you'd have to be able to see the source of your fear in order to have that. So.
Iso, lend me your strength.
Damn. Okay. So Laz, try a little harder, but everybody else.
I'm carrying the lantern. It's okay.
Yeah. So the rest of you start booking it as fast as you can. Further down the street. Let me pull you to the map real quick. Let's see. Up.
I'm gonna follow behind, keeping my bow and an arrow knock trained on the alley that the hounds went down.
Up, 2, 3, 4.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Nee?
I said I'm gonna follow, but I'm gonna follow like backwards, keeping a my arrow trained on the alley that the hounds went down, waiting for anything to come for us.
Okay, yeah. So it's a good thing you're doing that because as you guys round the corner and get to the Temple of the Moon, House of the Moon. Sorry, you do see something at the very end of that street, Nee. It looks like another hound. But it's much larger. It's about the size of a Clydesdale.
Big
Oh,
huge.
It has a long neck, a long thick neck, almost like a giraffe a little bit. No, it's not nearly as long, but it's much too long for a dog. At the end of end of that neck is a skull and a face that resembles a human, with burning red eyes. And you guys dart into the House of the Moon.
we all
Do I
did
know
it, or
what that
it's
is?
just me?
All of you.
Can I make a roll to know what that is?
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check, me.
That's some dank stuff.
Me, you recognized that thing as a Yeth Hound. They're plane hopping monstrosities. Let's see. With an 18, would you know? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know they're actually dark fae, but they're found in the service of any number of different types of creatures. They could be fiends. They could be. They're usually found in the service of fiends, shadow monstrosities. In fact, those dogs, the shadow mastiffs, may have been following it, or part of it, or somehow part of its pack, something like that. But yeah, very dangerous. Also extremely hard to kill.
Shit.
However, there are it's probably not going to come after you inside of a holy place. Oh, and just so you guys know, this is what the House of the Moon looks like. This is like an image from a card, so just ignore the game pieces on it. But just so you guys know, that's the structure you're going into.
Oh god,
Ooh,
it's pretty.
Wow,
that is beautiful.
it is.
That's a structure.
I wanted to take you guys here on better circumstances.
Oh
I
yeah.
wish Izo got to see this place.
Oh, we can all come here tomorrow. Izo too. I'm sure they'll want to see this place in daylight once we get him up.
Yeah.
Laz is going to flinch a little bit because he's worried that this might not work. It doesn't always.
I sure hope you're right, King.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. Let's get him in here.
So, House of the Moon is the Temple of Selene. As you guys head inside, it looks like they're cleaning up after an evening service. In fact, you actually saw it on your way to the party. People were filtering in, but it looks like that's over and they're cleaning up. As you guys are walking in with Izo in tow, a attendant will sort of approach you.
Help. He fell. And then sort of nudge Izo towards
And then landed.
fallen, and he has not gotten up.
Needs life alert.
This is an alert for a life.
Yes, our dear friend has coming upon quite a bad turn of events, and just do you have any resurrection packages? Do you have like a selection of options? We just want to get him up and ready to go back.
We can
I
skip
can,
the spinning
only keep seeing the scene from Big Lebowski. Just because we're grieving, we're not suckers.
We agree, Graham. We can't take a Yeth Hound on. That's way too big for us.
Oh yes, that reminds me. We'll have to ask you if you know what the hell is going on with those shadow dogs after this. Also, why are you still following?
Why not? He's protecting us from the shadows. Obviously.
That was a Yeth Hound out there. I had to come in here to we had to come in here to escape. We can't fight something that big.
Well, good thing we're in here.
Like a man.
Yes, of course, the F-Hound. Okay, guy.
Well, maybe
About this.
we do need a yes hound, because Laz is more of a no hound more often than not. Then we need some more cheery atmosphere around here.
Knee comes up and kind of Knee comes up and like grabs your face, and he's very he's kind of has like that wild panic look, and he's like, you don't know, Mister. You don't know. You don't. No one wants a Yeth Hound. They're bad news. Bad news.
Are those the shadow friends?
Those are the shadows that we heard were here. Must be what we are hunting. We must find out why it is here. Such things should not be.
Well, we'll do that. We'll do that after a thing on the list number 1. Okay. Yeah. Do you guys?
Nia's just sits down in a pew and is just hyperventilating.
We need to get this kid a drink, but we'll do that first thing after this.
Yeah. While you guys were talking about Yeth Hounds, they came back, or they left, came back with a diamond. So she's holding this diamond. Yeah, your friend needs assistance?
Yes, please.
She kneels down and sort of pats Izo's head. Poor thing. We do have diamonds on hand. I hate to ask this on God's Day, but there is a donation expected, required.
Yes.
Of course we're gonna donate.
How much is it?
Only the best for Izzo. We'll pay no expenses. Hell.
It's God's Day. We'll have that donation meant for you as soon as you get them back.
Well, okay. She'll hold up the diamond. This one's worth 500. So
500.
No, we got it. We got it.
I've got half of that on me right now.
She is half of that right now.
I also, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid casting the spell will consume it, so we have to ask up front.
I'm gonna
again. It's to we need to keep. We need funds in order to help the next.
Just do it.
Yeah, I start taking out my money.
Okay.
I got 200. I got 250 on me. I'm willing to pay it all.
How much was in that chest that I took?
1,250.
Damn. Yeah, I got like at least 50.
It's Son of a bitch.
$4, almost 5.
Okay, I throw in 100 gold.
So we're at 4.
I get the 2 harbor moons that I got from Lucius. So that's 100 gold.
Okay, there we go. You take your prostitute money.
It's worth it.
I say to Diona in my mind, I say, God damn, I thought they would step up. I didn't think I was going to have to pay all that. but I willingly put it out.
we can discuss, reimbursements, getting all even when we're back in the bar, just, figuring all that out. Ooh, whenever he's up, should we make a joke about how he's going to pay us back for the resurrection? That'd be great. That'd be great.
What do you think? I want my 50 gold back when he comes back up.
What?
Money is nothing to the friendship and protection that Izo can give us. Come now. You're all fools.
Jim's mostly concerned with the protection.
Wait, so how much total do we get right now?
You guys have the 500 between all of you.
Wait, how much was this again?
So Jem's losing 250. You're putting up 50, Oz. That leaves 300. King puts up 100, and Vivi puts up 100.
I put it. Yeah, okay.
A platinum is worth 10 gold, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yep, I got 28 silver left.
Oh, shit.
Enough to buy several lives.
No, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm alright.
You're rich, kid. It'll be fine.
I'll probably go home tonight and maybe steal some silverware to sell.
Get back only for a minute.
God, Izo really was the best out of us. We're dirtbags.
The attendant ushers you into the sort of rotunda at the back of it. Big circular room, dome ceiling, with a hole cut into the ceiling to allow moonlight to filter in. Incidentally, it is a full moon tonight, and it is sort of like at its apex, so it's just this shaft of silver light cutting down into this thing, and she'll place him on a little altar there, bathed in the moonlight. Sets a diamond on top of his chest, and she looks over at all of you. Okay, so we have the diamond. I should let you know a couple of things. For one, we're going to need your participation in this.
Okay.
It makes the process go a little bit faster and a little bit easier.
Okay.
Anything you need.
You have it.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Okay, so you go ahead and join hands and stand in a circle.
Okay.
So you guys form up.
I just grab Oz's hand and pull him in.
I'll grab my fucking hand.
What's Neo to?
Take the.
I would say Nee's I would say Nee is still kind of half panicked, arguing with himself on the pew.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of keeps glancing back at any of the windows or any shadows in the room. I will not come down. You come down.
So in the background, we're just gonna cut to. I'm just gonna speak to you as Sword, because it's gonna be easier. But the Sword's just what are they doing over there?
I have no idea what they're doing. Who cares what they're doing? Where's the big lamp? Where's the biggest chandelier in this place? Whatever the biggest chandelier, I'm gonna get under it. I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna cast no shadow, and I'm gonna be safe.
Listen, kid, man up.
You man up. Dumps. You're just a sword. You couldn't do a damn thing if I wasn't here to wield you around.
And you couldn't do anything if I wasn't here for you to wield.
Yeah, well, who asked you?
Are we hearing his side of this?
Yeah, you only hear his side.
I'll turn to the attendant and say, "Do you offer psychiatric services as well?"
furrows her brow. We do healing of all sorts. Not sure about that one.
I'm not going back out there till day. Noon.
Do you guys sell souvenirs?
No, we don't sell souvenirs. We do sell rosaries and other.
Drugs?
No.
I mean, I was thinking if we get a Izo souvenir, I mean, he won't look. He'll want to remember this not like tomorrow, but like a few weeks from now, look back at this and laugh.
All right, let's stay
they do
focused.
sell like novelty shirts. I died and resurrected, and all I got was this lousy shirt.
Hey, priest lady, can I stay here till noon tomorrow?
I'm sorry. Who are you?
I'm Nee. We're Nee.
Is he with you all?
Yeah,
No.
Not really.
he's a new guy. He's fine. Don't worry about him.
He just gotta follow us in.
He can. Need. Why don't you wait out in the lobby? Maybe we'll be just a moment.
You think I'm gonna go anywhere near that big old door? No way. No way.
It's okay. It's okay. He's fun. It's fun. He can stick around.
You do notice that like the brightest thing in the entire temple is that shaft of moonlight that they're standing.
All right, I'm gonna stay close.
Okay.
Do you happen to have a room with no windows that's well lit with not like that cast no shadows?
No,
Oh.
we don't have anything like that.
This reminds me of that one movie, but anyway.
So as you guys form a circle and hold hands, the priest starts casting a spell, starts intonating a prayer. In this moment that is all moments, in this space that is all spaces, where life and death, past and present, where light and shadow merge, we beseech thee. We seek a soul, long lost. We seek a man, far from home. Our silver lady. Please aid us in this hour of need. And the light starts to glow and grow more intense. It slowly starts to expand until the entire dome is bathed in silver light. And then it gets so bright that your eyes can barely stand it. And then they can't stand it at all.
Ooh.
Everything goes dark. And then you can all see each other. Nee, somehow you've been dragged into this.
Is it dark?
So everything, so what you see now is a endless expanse of black.
Oh, fuck. Oh no! I've been. Where?
It's even worse for me because so it's this endless expanse of black. Everyone except Nee is standing together on an enormous steel girder that seems to stretch endlessly forward and backwards. Nee, you're on a similar girder, much thinner, only sized for you. It runs at a different angle and at a different altitude than the one that they're all on. And down below, both girders, at yet another angle, is Izo. Standing on the beam, sort of staring off into nothing. And it looks like he's like about to start trying to take a running jump.
Izo!
Don't
Don't do it!
gonna work.
Sorry it took so long. We ran into some dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is one other person that's here, along with all of you. It is a woman made of, or I should say a young woman made of entirely of blue light, standing next to Jimheim. And she's like leaning over. Don't do it, Jet! Or don't do it, Izo! It's
Yeah,
not a
you
good
tell him.
idea.
Izos, stop!
Laz, momentarily distracted by the.
Hey, who's the cutie?
Then goes back to shouting at Izo. Izo!
Hi guys, I'm Diona. No time. Izo, don't do it!
Hi, Diona. Okay, hi, Izo!
No, Izo.
We've got your hat.
Don't do it.
You
He
watch as
summons Grim
Izo
Feather
like
and
goes
starts
to
pointing
jump.
in all directions.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say that Neeg summons Grimfeather as a giant sword and like starts pointing it in all directions.
You go to try to summon him, and nothing happens.
Oh no, we're alone. We can't be alone.
Down
don't
below,
leave me.
you hear this young woman go, "Hey, new guy, come down here."
I just clambering
Okay.
to the beam I'm on.
Mhm.
Like just like holding onto it real tight. I can't. You're far away. I can't. We'll fall.
Don't jump! Don't jump!
No, technically you won't. You'll fall. It's kind of it's hard to explain. Anyway, Izo, don't jump! And you watch as Izo tries to jump and starts slipping.
Yo, Iso, I have money!
Are we're still holding hands, right?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, you could all still be holding hands if you want
On the beam.
on the beam.
Okay.
Who's got some rope?
How far below him? How far below us is he?
Let's say 50 feet.
What's going on here?
It's magical. It's the work of Saloon.
Diona just like goes over. Yeah, that's sort of what's happening. It's kind of complicated to explain, and then you all feel the beam lurch.
See Harry Potter. This works.
You feel it lurch again, and you notice underneath of Vivi's feet, it's glowing like cherry red.
What the hell is going on here?
What the hell's the next step of this thing?
I didn't do that.
That's not good.
I didn't do that. What's that mean?
Then you notice under King's feet, it's glowing cherry red.
I look at Vivi and I kind of look to my hand with the ring on it, like,
What's going on, guys?
And then the beam snaps.
Oh fuck.
You all plummet about 1 foot, and everything goes dark again.
Nia's just sobbing.
Ah shit.
Wait, what's the next step of this thing? I asked the lady who's like supposed to be like.
She's supposed to be here. You haven't seen her.
Oh.
All right. Well,
No, then
once everything went black and you guys were on that beam, she's not there.
Oh,
Are you guys here? Can we hear each other?
No.
Graham, where are you? Don't leave us.
Meanwhile, King, you are incredibly bored. You find yourself sitting on sitting on a throne, on like this sort of raised dais. Up above you, your father is sitting on his throne, that's much fancier. And all these sort of petitioners have arrived. It's actually your dad's birthday, and people are gathering from across the Empire to present him with gifts. But you just find yourself incredibly bored as like they keep bringing in like pieces of art and stuff like that and singing his praises. There's scattered applause every time somebody presents something, and your dad will wave his hand to sort of show general contentedness with anything that's sort of offered. Nothing's really striking him.
when will this end? Ugh.
So let me go ahead. Your brother, incidentally, is not in attendance. And you notice that amongst the crowd, there is, like, something catches your eye. It's very strange. It looks like some sort of elf wearing a mask, and it seems to be very scared and very alone.
That's odd. I mean, though I figure we get, visitors from, all manner of different vassals and kingdoms. Just keep an eye on.
Neat. You are standing in this crowd of all these, like, tabaxi. There's a couple of loxodon. There are thrycreen sort of kicking about. They're like this bright pink color, stuff like this. And you have no idea how the fuck you got here.
Graham, where are you? Graham, don't leave us. Graham, oh, you're here. Oh, we thought we were alone. What, what, what do you mean, sort of? I'm afraid. We're afraid, Grim. We're afraid.
So let's see. Lazarus, you find yourself in a graveyard, specifically the City of the Dead.
I look around. Am I by any particular grave?
No, you're not really near any graves. You're there's like there's like an obelisk with several like historical figures that are not actually buried there. It's more like a monument, stuff like that. The City of the Dead, like there's not like a lot of it is actually just sort of park and monuments and mausoleums. Like the actual graveyard is sort of in a different part. It's nighttime. You notice that overhead, it's a full moon. The stars are twinkling, and as you're sort of looking around, you kind of realize you're alone. But you do hear a noise coming from over the hill. Like you hear the sound of somebody having a conversation.
Laz is after like in his initial assessment of his situation. Laz is going to the conversation, is that happening in the same direction as the moon is overhead?
No, the moon's like directly overhead. The conversation's coming from like we'll say to the east.
Okay. Laz is going to crouch down and he's going to try to speak up.
Okay. So you hunker down, you sneak up to the top of this little hill. You're fortunately like you can hide behind a couple of grave markers and stuff like that. And as you're sort of peeking around, suddenly this woman sort of peeks around with you. You realize she's like been standing behind you the entire time. And you notice she's made entirely of blue light, but she's wearing currently a Sherlock Holmes hat. She just sort of like peeks around you. What do you see?
Well, you for one.
Are there bad guys over there? Are we right? Are we going to teach him to? Or no? Maybe we should grab him and then we tell him to either start spilling secrets or eating dirt. Yeah. She like puts up her fist and she like gets ready to like get into a boxing match. Come on, I'll jump on when you say.
You and Jem together make perfect. I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Thanks, Les.
Laz is going to give her two kind of uneasy thumbs up, and then he's gonna put a finger to his mouth. Can't hear. And then he's gonna try to listen to the conversation.
Okay. The conversation is between one voice you recognize, Oz. So you and Tort are walking through the City of the Dead, heading towards a mausoleum for a meeting that you've been scheduled. Tort's just like...
He's on the phone call.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, we'll somewhere else. Oh, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity. Vivi. So you wake up in a warehouse. You're on like this sort of slate floor. You know what? Here, I should actually go ahead and put this on there. Yeah, you wake up in a warehouse on sort of slate floor. All around you, you can hear like the whirling of machines and stuff like that. There's the sort of scent of ozone and fresh metal. Just sort of smells like home.
No, this is great. We should do this more often.
And as you're sort of picking yourself up and looking around, you recognize the warehouse you're in. It's actually there's various like devices and prototypes sort of scattered about. There are sort of these weird arrangements of crystals, papers scattered everywhere. It's your and Vivian's old lab.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't this place get blown up?
And you're not alone here. As Jim, you start coming around as well.
Would I recognize this place?
I don't think you were hanging out with them when they had this.
Yeah, probably not. But I see
Jen,
Vivi.
Mhm.
Vivi,
what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in
where
here.
are we?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. This is the place that I used to hang out. It's not supposed to be around.
Josh, do we remember the ritual that just happened?
As you start seeing each other, yeah, it starts coming back to you. One other thing I should mention is Jim's wearing like his normal outfit, but he's also wearing this very elaborate powdered wig.
I
Jem,
missed that. Oh,
Jem, why do you have that on? Jem, why do you have that thing on? Get that thing out of here.
oh,
Get that out of my
I
warehouse.
missed you. I start bringing the curls around my neck and kissing them.
I try and grab it.
No, stay away. Wait,
Get rid of it.
why are we here? I'm getting
Anyway,
distracted.
yes,
Wig, you
yes.
wait.
I'm gonna cover my
Did we
eyes.
get teleport?
I don't know,
Where's Ezo?
maybe. I don't see
I start calling his
Ezo.
name Ezo.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is well, maybe I don't know. I guess Ezo wouldn't be here. I don't know if we went back in time or
Wait,
this
so we're-
is an illusion or
Well, this wig is unfortunately no longer with us, so it must be some time in the past.
You don't hear any sign of Izo, but you do hear a voice. As you look up around the catwalk that sort of runs the perimeter of the warehouse, you can see sort of with a clipboard and checking things off as she goes along, looking at like weird little instruments and floating arrangements of crystals and whatnot, is Vivian.
Vi, where are you? Hey, Vi.
She's not responding to you, and as she sort of like turns, you can see she's got this weird like headphone sort of thing on her head, and she's just sort of singing along. Girls just wanna have fun.
Gemma just standing there dumbstruck and looks at Vivi.
I'm distracted. Wait, Vi, come down here. I try to find like stairs to go up there.
Yeah, there's a ladder. You can start climbing up. Again, she hasn't noticed you because she's too busy listening to her fucking music.
I get up there as fast as I can.
Yeah. So King, you notice this this terrified little elf, and Nee, you recognize King over there on his throne.
You, Catman! I rush up.
All the cats in the room like turn and look at you.
I know you. We know you.
Can I hear him from this?
Yeah, because he's like the only one who's daring to speak up amongst all this.
I'm yelling
As
and
he's
rushing
sort of
towards
like,
you.
Sort of calling attention to himself, King. You start to remember. Oh, wait, there was something with this guy. We were doing something. Oh, right. And sort of come back.
So I started looking around like, oh, I shouldn't be here. Oh. This is nice, though. Kind of boring, but nice. Maybe I can slip away and not.
This is a maze. Grim told me it's a maze.
Sure is. I hear the chorus. I can go. No, I'll go say hi. Okay, so you're in this too.
So you're heading over to him, right? Is that what
Yes, and I'm also gonna try and touch one of the other tabaxi near me. Just gonna push them out of the way and gonna see if they're like physical.
Yeah. So you get down to the top of the. You have to descend some steps to get to the floor. You could push past the tabaxi, and yeah, they feel physical. And as you get up to Nee, and you guys start chatting, it suddenly dawns on you that you're not in the throne room anymore. You're fine, Ryan. as you look around, you hear the roaring of a crowd, and you find yourself on like a basically it's like this elaborate sort of Aztec ziggurat kind of thing. There is a actually, hang on. There's just a picture. I'll just fucking show you the picture. There.
Ooh.
That. You're there.
Holy shit.
The two of you are standing in the middle of that sort of kind of fighting ring looking thing. At the top of the structure is a giant stone altar, which is currently bathed, or just like a light in gold fire. The corpse of Torin Leonin being cremated up there. There are people observing Nee and King as you guys are sort of sitting up there, and they're just sort of chanting something. King, you recognize this is the fight between you and your brother.
Oh. Not happy to be back here, and I look around. Do
you what?
Do I see him? Do I see my brother?
Yeah, you see your brother at the far end of the ring, and he's walking towards you, just like he did that day.
Catman, this isn't real. It's a maze. The mother loves mazes. They belong to her. We have to get out of here before we succumb to it.
Either it's a maze or it's a chance to make it go different. Brother, listen. Let's do what we talked about. Let's show them this ritual's stupid and rule together. We talked about this.
As he gets closer, you start to notice that he gets bigger, and his the soles, or like his feet, start to turn black and scaly, and then become sort of raven-like talons.
Oh God, we gotta
I
get.
don't remember this part.
As he starts getting big, as he starts getting closer, you start to notice he's not just super far away. He's actually like 20 feet tall as he's sort of approaching, and a pair of sort of enormous black raven wings sprout out of his back. Flames, golden fire starts trickling down his mane, wreathing his head in flame.
Run!
So you said this is amazing, but which way?
Meanwhile, Laz, you and Diona are sort of like looking around this headstone, and you could see Oz and Tort, or you see Oz and another goblin, I should say, heading towards a mausoleum, and they're just having some sort of leisurely conversation.
Yep. Laz is going to follow at as quick a pace as he can.
Diona comes rushing out and just like goes charging down the hill. Oz! And she grabs Oz. Oz, you are assaulted by a young woman made of blue light, wearing a Sherlock Holmes hat.
As Laz approaches, stealth is no longer an option. Laz is going to start looking, and he's still looking for Easy.
I was just like, Laz, look, I found Oz. We found him. I found him. I get credit for this.
Well, what's going on?
You get credit for this. I don't know what's going on here.
Don't worry, Oz. We found you. We're in a labyrinth, but it's okay because I found you.
I turn to my side. Is Tort still there?
You see, Tort's. It's like Tort is. He's still there and he's heading into this mausoleum, but like he should have like heard what was going on, but it's like he's not acknowledging anything that's going on around him. He's just walking and still talking.
Yo, where are we? Where's Ezo?
Labyrinth.
Oh, so this is okay. This is complicated. I wish Jim was here. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. And she'll sort of put her fingers to her temples. She just goes, this isn't necessary. Jim, can you hear me? Jim, you can hear her wherever she is.
Go, Diona.
Okay, hey guys. Okay. So Jim, I'm with Laz and I'm with Oz. I say hi.
Who are you talking to right now?
I'm talking to Jim, dummy. She punches you.
Yeah, you know I can't hear them, Diona. If they just said to you anything.
Jim says hi.
I'm with Vivi. Where are you? What's going on? What is this?
Okay, so listen up. We're in a labyrinth right now. Apparently there's something. Think of it as overshooting. Goddess of the Moon during a full moon during God's Day is a little bit more than I think they bargained for. So you remember the whole like this moment that's all moments in this space between life and death? Kind of think it like that.
Okay.
What this is technically called is called a dimensional conjunction. Right now, past, present, future, past, present, life, and death are kind of all mixed together. And it's a labyrinth, but it obeys its own rules. So,
How the hell do you know all this?
because I'm a Fey dummy, this thing is easy for me, sort of,
Wait.
kind of.
So are we dead?
Get out.
Are we dead?
Dead's really a relative term right now.
So yes.
Oh Lord.
You're kind of between the two. Anyway, it's
I'm
hard
too
to
beautiful to die.
If I'm dead, I can't use my money for stuff.
That's very true. The bigger concern is going irrevocably insane or being torn apart and cast into the winds of the plains. Imagine
both
like
sound
every
real bad.
piece of you. Imagine every piece of you scattered across every plane at all points in time. You know, that kind of sucks too. I mean, it's not going to be any problem for me because again, I'm a really cool Fae. But for the rest of you, this could be really uncomfortable.
So what do we do?
So we got to find an exit. The problem is the exit doesn't exist like you think it does. This is a temple of. This is something created by Selene, so we've got to try to find something of Selene's as we're going along, I guess.
That
I think.
and last points up.
Celery?
That
Saloon?
might work. As you point up at the Moonlands.
So we're just gonna get some wings. It'll give us.
And right about that point, though, the moon disappears. The sky disappears. You guys aren't in the City of the Dead anymore. You're in a crypt. You can tell that it's like under the ground, kind of creepy looking, very creepy looking. Tort's here.
Everyone's there?
It's you, Laz, Diona, and Tort.
I recognize this crypt.
You would no. I don't think you would recognize the crypt.
I'm kind of like super weirded out that Tort's here. Tort? Is that you?
He looks behind him. Yeah, Oz? What's going on? Listen, get your head in the game.
What game? What are we doing? Wait, what? What's going on?
Oz, come on. Listen, we talked about this before we came here. We're coming down here. We got the money. Okay, I got the money right here, and he like shows you a pouch full of money.
Grab the pouch.
I got the money right here. Okay, we're gonna hand it off to this guy. Okay. Remember, don't comment on his weird foot. Anyway, point is, we're gonna hand him the money. He's gonna give us the rock thing.
That Laz's ears perk, and he's still shifted, so that actually means something.
Oh shit! This is not. Let's not do that. How about we don't?
What are you talking about? Come on, Dad's gonna be super pissed if we don't do this.
What stone?
Well, it gets worse toward if we don't. If we just don't. Let's just not do it.
Oz, ask him what stone.
Who gives a fuck about the stone? That thing got him killed.
Tort, not really listening to you, Oz, he just sort of opens up a door and like heads into a larger room, and he just goes, "What the fuck's all this?" Hey, Oz, are there sinks usually in crypts?
I look. I guess I follow and peek into the room. What's going on there?
Yeah, something super weird about this next room. It looks like it's got cabinets and filing, or it's got filing cabinets. It's got desks. It's got like sinks. As you're looking around, there's like an operating table in the center, and there's a sort of a side table with all these instruments sort of laid out. And you can tell that there appears to be, the best way of putting it is, it looks like there's a body on top of that operating table covered in a sheet.
Do I remember this?
No, you do not.
This isn't right.
Lazarus, though, this looks like the city morgue, though.
I step in and I will lift the sheet to see the face.
Yeah, as you walk up to it and you lift it up, Lazarus, the face looks like this face. There we go. Looks like that guy.
Do I recognize that guy?
You don't recognize that guy.
Laz just breaks. Laz actually immediately covers the face, and then he turns around and he picks up the closest thing and he just throws it. Starts punching and kicking, and he can't. He can't handle this.
So you start doing that, Oz. Obviously, this is super weird, and this is not how it went initially.
Right.
But you also notice something else that's weird, because when Lazarus picked up something and threw it, he sort of threw it to one side of the room, which you can now notice is bathed in shadow, and it doesn't make a noise like it lands.
I'm sorry, I didn't get all that. So something's bathed in shadow. What was that?
The far side of the room is just shadow.
Oh.
And whatever he threw didn't make a landing noise.
Who threw something?
Lazarus did.
Oh.
Apparently, whatever's under that sheet really freaked him out.
Tort, let's just go back. Let's not just do this. Let's just not do it, you know? Tort, you can come back with us. Holy shit. Fuck Ezo.
This is super weird. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm not really digging all this. Yeah, let's go back, guys. He starts slowly backing out of the room. What's up with the dog?
I don't know, man. I've been going through some weird shit recently. How have you been? What have you been up to? Is this
Oh, you
weird?
know, what are you talking about? I've been fine. We've been hanging out. What are you talking about, Oz? We've been fine.
Tort.
We just got out of Nax. What? Don't you remember? Man, did you drink too much at Nax's? Come on, bud.
Tort, you're dead.
What the hell are you talking about? And
You
like
died.
as soon as like he takes one more step back and then like he stops, and you notice that there's something behind the two of you. Two gentlemen. One is a hulking bugbear who you could notice doesn't have any teeth, and the other one is a very large half elf with dreadlocks.
I take out my sword.
Okay. Meanwhile, Vivi and Jim. So Vivi, you've climbed up onto the catwalk.
I'll call after her and say, "Vivi, stop! It's not real. It's some sort of game or puzzle."
A puzzle? I mean, but it's Vivian. I gotta say hi at least.
I suppose we should say hi.
But Vivian, I go up to her and take off the headphones.
Yeah, as you start sort of rushing up to her, you take off the headphones. And she like is confused, turns around. She sees you and she starts to smile. When suddenly, Jim, your wig catches on fire. It's this tower. It's like this towering inferno of golden fire.
Not again.
Stumble on something and go crashing into a bunch of like metal and weird gadgets and whatnot. Those immediately catch fire.
I'm just screaming. Oh
Yeah. And then like you just like all of you sort of feel the ground underneath of you shift, or both of you, I should say, both feel it shift. And just like things around the warehouse start exploding.
Oh shit! Vi, wait, Jim. We gotta get out of here. Vi, come find me.
So at this point, all six of you are in 3 different skill challenges.
Oh shit!
Your basic challenge is to survive what's going on here, while searching for something of Selene's to grab a hold of. Or Izo. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, why don't you guys go ahead and roll initiative?
Okay.
Please don't hate me, Charlie.
No, I don't hate you, but it's been funny this whole time. I was thinking, like, man, this might have gone very differently if Ryan had heard the first part of this session. You gotta really listen. At some point, you should really listen to the first 10 to 20 minutes of the session
that you
after
missed.
this.
Yeah, I kind of told them about it. Yeah, he'll feel worse.
Oh, I forgot to click my guy.
Yeah, that was one.
I'm just playing on.
No, you're fine. Okay, so Lazarus, you and Oz are in this crypt that is also apparently part of the city morgue. And these two gentlemen have sort of come in. They've got weapons, and it looks like they're ready to throw down.
When Laz sort of like comes to, when Laz finally manages to get off himself, like the only part of the morgue part of this that is pristine is where the body was.
Mm-hmm.
Laz is gonna reach down and see if he has anything other than his dagger.
You have whatever you want.
Okay. I'm back, baby. Okay. All right, I've got all my stuff because that's what I want. Okay. Wait. Said this was a puzzle, a maze.
Uh-huh. Who are those guys? They look really scary.
You're not gonna kill my cousin!
His cousin. My father.
Is that who's under here? And she like lifts up the sheet.
Yes.
Cool.
That's...
I mean, not cool. Sorry for your loss. That's okay.
Thanks. Do you see any? Is there any light? Is there anything bright?
No, it's just sort of like lit. Like somehow there's light down here. Except for that back wall, which is just shadow.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sort of touch the back wall.
Okay, so what do you? Oh, okay, so you go up, try to touch the back wall. As you do, Deanna just sort of like looks back over at you. She's over by the body. She's sort of like looking under the sheet. She's like, Laz, quick question. How did your dad die?
Crossbow.
And as you say that, and crossbow bolt comes flying out of that darkness, followed by multiple crossbow bolts, as the sort of room gets shot up with crossbow bolts. Laz, give me, I'm going to say acrobatics.
Acrobatics it is.
Okay. That narrowed that down for you. Okay, that's a success. That's good. So just to remind you, so just to sum up, Laz, Oz, you are in a room. You've got these two thugs who are coming in, and now there's just like crossbow bolts being shot all over the fucking place. Oz, what skill do you use?
I will use deception.
Okay.
I will look at these two guys and go, a fucking thing! And I'm gonna grab Tort and just try to run.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I should roll that.
Oh.
I mean, that makes sense.
It really does.
So when you say that, the bugbear just like reaches out and grabs you, Oz, and just like, yeah, bang right here, and he lifts you up. You can see again, just like no teeth in there. His gums are bleeding. Look what I got.
Oh, we got this. We got the orb. Tort, get out of here.
Goes to King.
Okay, so the situation is we're on the kind of little arena area, and My brother is turned into a giant raven monster.
Lion raven monster. Like giant sort of like chimera manticore monster, sort of.
Does it still have his face?
Yes.
Great. That was a sarcasm. Great.
Right.
All right, you elf friend, Nee. You said you know what's going on here. You know how to get out of.
I got no fucking idea. We have no fucking idea, but we have to. What we know is that's a big fucking raven. Ravens are bad. Mazes are bad. We have to get the fuck out of here. Now let's run.
Right. You don't have to tell me
Come on,
twice.
Catboy, run.
I am going to try and scoop. He's small, right? It's like 5 feet high.
Oh yeah, I'm a shorty.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and scoop him up, and then just gonna scramble up. Like you said, like those kind of stands to one side.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and scramble up to like up there, out of the fighting arena. With
Grim,
acrobatics.
what do we do? What do we do, Grim?
Yeah, that's a success.
I do not like looking at that thing.
I want to roll.
Well, actually, it goes to Jim real quick. Wait, hang on. Where are you in the? Oh no! How did we skip you?
Huh?
It's fine. Okay, yeah. What are you up to, Grim?
Hold on, I gotta pull my character sheet back up.
You know what? I think it's just gonna be easier if I sort you guys like this. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do it like that.
Okay. I wanted. Oh, I don't know this place.
Have any questions, Shorty?
What's that? I'm gonna roll. I guess I'll roll a perception, but I'm gonna ask King, what's out of place? What shouldn't be here? Oh God.
Well, that thing, obviously.
So you guys are like climbing up into the stands to try to get away from this thing. It suddenly like takes to the air, comes crashing into the stands, like breaking apart stone with one giant lion's paw that's currently bathed in golden fire, killing at least half a dozen people in the process.
Oh, I hope this is an actual time travel, because that's gonna cause a lot of problems.
Go to Jim.
So the room's like exploding.
Yeah, exploding on fire.
And Vivian and Vivi are both standing there. I'll kind of look at them and I'll say, "Come on, let's get the hell out of here." And I'll start running, and like as an explosion of barrels goes off, I'll do a little somersault and try and duck beneath it with my acrobatics.
Nice. Are all of you good at acrobat? I guess you would be. Oh God. Okay.
Hell yeah, we are!
Oh, shit.
I got
Nice.
expertise in acrobatics, baby.
Okay. Yeah. So you action movie jump away from barrels. Vivi.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get out of here. Vi, how'd you get out of here before? I mean, you probably did some cool magic shit. I gotta find some kind of big thing I can hold a pipe.
The catwalk underneath you like breaks. Vivi, you go one way, and like Vivian goes flying in the other direction. So they're it's almost like it is supernatural. Like the catwalk is actually like splitting apart, almost like sort of tectonic plates moving away.
Oh, fuck.
I want to resist the urge to follow Vivian and stick with her. Hold on, this is my own save. I'm gonna try and jump over to her
Okay, go for it.
with the acrobatics.
Okay. Yeah, so you get a running jump, you leap, and you can't make it. Like, you get painfully close to reaching her, and then you just start falling, and you collapse onto the floor of the warehouse.
Fuck. Shit. Wait, Vi.
You see Vivian, like, she's shouting something, but, like, whatever she shouts is immediately, deafened by an explosion. Laz and Oz, Oz is currently in the grip of one of these, of this big old bugbear. Tort runs up, and just like plants a sword into the his short sword into the chest of this half elf, who just sort of looks down at it, laughs, pulls it out, and just beats the shit out of him, like one haymaker across the face.
All right. Laz is going to look around the room. He's going to do perception for something in whatever he tossed that he can use basically to pick up and carry around as cover from the crossbow bolts, and possibly later on use as a barrier between him and Oz when they're closer. Not between him and Oz, but between him, Oz, and the two guys.
Gotcha.
So, let's see if this works. Probably not.
Okay. Yeah. So you're looking for cover, and you actually do like spot, or you grab the one of the sort of filing cabinets. There are all the furniture in here. Appears to be, well, not all of it, but some of it appears to be on wheels. You go to sort of like pull it in front of you, but when you look back to check on Oz, you realize that you guys aren't in that crypt anymore. Those thugs are still there. They still have Oz, but you guys are in an alleyway, lit by moonlight. There is a third figure here. Standing towards the closer to you, Laz, so further away from Oz. It's a hobgoblin with all these piercings in his face. His hands are currently just like dripping with blood, and so are yours, Laz. He's got a red scarf sort of wrapped around one arm. So, Laz, as you go to pull cover in front of you, like the cover's not there anymore. As we go to Oz.
Okay.
Okay.
Kick him in the balls.
One more question: is my father's still there,
No.
or is it gone? Okay.
Nope. Gone.
Okay. So we're just in an alleyway now, but the other two people are still there, but there's a third
Yes.
person there?
Yes.
With blood on the hands and blood on the Laz's hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I don't fucking know.
Wait, didn't that guy grab you?
Yeah, you are currently being grabbed.
Yeah. Kick him in the balls. That's what I would do.
Is there animals?
There can be anything you want. Skill challenge.
I'm gonna yell to a rat. Yo, blow up his hands!
Animal handling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
man.
God. Okay.
I can't roll for shit today.
You yell at a rat. The rat sort of looks at you, and you watch as it flips you off.
God damn it!
Torque picks himself up off the alley floor, picks up his short sword, and like goes to stab that bugbear. Manages to like catch him in the foot. Bugbear drops you, Oz, but the bugbear like grabs Tort and throws him further down the alley towards that hobgoblin with blood-soaked hands. Little thing, I'm gonna mash him. As we go to Grim and King.
It's okay. we are one.
Gotcha. So what are you up to?
We're gonna use acrobatics to help.
You motherfuckers in this acrobatics.
We're gonna use acrobatics to help King stay steady as he carries us through the stands.
Okay.
God damn it! Can't roll for
The
shit.
lesson for tonight is we are all gonna die.
Do you have inspiration?
I got it. I guess I'll use it. Acrobatics. God.
Okay. So yeah, you actually managed to do you managed to do what you say. You keep yourself stable. King, as you're sort of like leaping from stand to stand, that thing that was your brother that is a raven, chasing after you, like killing people as it sort of climbs after you.
Okay, I'm gonna
Breathing
look
gouts
over.
of golden fire.
I'm looking over at Neil, and so this is made out of memories. It's made out of what's in my head, or at least the
Yeah.
past, right?
I've definitely never been here before. We've definitely never been here before. God damn it.
Well, either way, my brother wouldn't be killing all of his subjects, all of our subjects. I turn around, brother, what are you doing? Stop this! It's me. I don't
Maybe-
care what you feel about me, but don't kill any of them.
Maybe it's a
I
myth.
don't know what you are, but calm down.
This is your place, but that's our nightmare. He does as he gestures wildly at the giant raven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and persuade it to act more like my brother and calm.
Okay. Like as you yell at it, the thing stops for a second, and you see it like hesitates, and then like its rage redoubles. It takes two big fists and comes slamming down with them. The ground underneath you cracks, and the two of you fall, and just suddenly like land on hard stone. And as you're sort of picking yourself up, Grim, King, you guys are not in the arena anymore. You're in what could best be described as an enormous cathedral. Black metal with a lot of stained glass, but it's not bright and colorful. It's mostly like frosted glass and sort of smoky dark shards that are arranged in patterns of to depict images of a woman clad in black robes with enormous black raven wings. Her face is always obscured or undetailed.
Fuck.
There's a deathly cold in here. This place is familiar to you.
This is bad. This is bad. This is her place. This is her place. This is her place.
Don't tell me this is getting worse.
The floor, the floor below you is this wonderful mosaic of the moon in its various phases. Up above, the ceiling is painted in the image of it's basically domed, and there's like a fresco along there that depicts a flock of raven, or unkindness of ravens, there we go, in flight, chasing after angels and devils. And then that mosaic cracks and shatters as that enormous lion bird thing comes crashing into the room. As we go to Jim and Vivi.
Oh fuck.
Did I hear when Diona was saying that we have to find something of Saloons?
Yes.
Saloons.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, as I'm kind of like ducking and dodging out of these explosions, I'm gonna just do a perception check to try to look around and see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 15.
So Jim, the lab has all these bits and bobs to it. There's lots of raw
Lots of
materials,
shit.
including metals. And one of the most common metals you're seeing here is a highly magically conductive metal. It's silver, and you watch as you have several bars of silver. They're on like a counter, and you recognize sort of like Selena's color is silver. You reach for it when suddenly there's a gout of flame just sort of erupts out of the ground, splitting the desk, and the silver bars go sliding away from you.
Shit, fuck. Well, we gotta find a way out of here. Vi's smart, she'll find a way. I'm gonna grab a giant fucking pipe wrench and go over to Jim and start investigating also for some kind of way out.
Okay.
But I got a huge pipe wrench. Shit.
Yeah.
Just in
Unfortunately,
case.
the pipe wrench isn't really going to help with the investigation.
No, I'm just holding it. I want to break some shit.
Scratching your chin with it.
Yeah, you're looking around trying to find some way out, and occasionally, like through the flames, you can see that there are holes in the ceiling now, and there is starlight coming in from up above. But you'd have to climb up to the ceiling somehow to get out through that way. You could see Vivian on her catwalk, running a ladder to try to sort of climb down to you guys. When suddenly the catwalk itself starts to warp, crack, and like the supports of it give out. So she's now like hanging from the catwalk, about to like fall. The floor beneath her caves in, and flame just sort of shoots up. So she's dangling over fire. As we go back to Oz and Laz in this alley.
Laz is going to draw his rapier, dealing with you later. Pointing at the hobgoblin, he's going to turn to the two guys that are hassling Oz and the other goblin. He would have heard his name, so Tort. And he's going to like bloody hands rapier out. He's going to just basically charge them at a walk and demand leave Oz Blue Blood alone. And he's going to sort of drive his rapier. He's trying to intimidate them into.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And the cops aren't so bad after all.
Oh shit.
Kind of bad at the job. The bugbear just sort of like, leave him alone. Okay. And he goes and he kicks the shit out of Tort. Tort gets slammed against the wall of the alley. His coin pouch bursts open, spilling gold, silver, and Harbor Moon coins all over the floor of the alley as we go to Oz.
I can't watch this. I'm going to insight check the big guy to see if I can find. I don't fucking know. That's stupid. I'm going to try to. Is there anything in this alleyway, or is it empty?
So you've got like trash cans and stuff like that, various crates. Now that you're asking about like sort of what's in here, you notice that behind a set of trash cans is a woman, sort of cowering for her life. You do not recognize her though.
Oh.
She appears to be a Genasi.
What about that one character? What's her name?
The
Diana?
at the far end.
Oh,
No.
Diona.
Oh, Diona. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Diona's here. Yeah. She's probably like got a hold of either the guy with the dreads or the bugbear, and she's just like pounding on him with her fists, but she's not really effective.
It looks cute, I'm sure.
Yeah. It looks adorable.
Feisty.
She's like climbing on him, like chewing on his head.
Arr.
I'm gonna just do like a sleight of hands check to like pull his fucking pants down so that he's distracted. I don't know.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Hey!
Yeah. So you go for his belt.
Pants him.
You pull his pants down. You pants the. Did you want to do the bugbear or the?
The one that's attacking Tort. I'm trying to stop him from attacking
Okay.
Tort.
So bugbear. You catch that guy. He goes tumbling down. And as he does, like he lands with such a like heavy thud that he actually like causes the coins that were on the ground to sort of pop up. And as they do, Oz, you see one of those harbor moons twinkling in the light. And Diona's like, that. She lurches out, grabs it in midair, and the two of you vanish. Goes to Grim and Kate.
Okay, jeez. Grum. Ah. Oh. We're gonna use stealth and to hide behind King.
Okay.
What are you doing? You show me how to get out of here. I don't know where this is.
Hiding in your main. Hiding in your main. We're hiding in your main,
Get out of there. You're not.
and we're doing bad at it. We're
You're
real bad at it.
clambering onto King, like trying to like get in there.
Yep.
But I mean, you're too big. You just sort of like slowing him down. Goes to King.
All right. I turn to the raven lion with my brother's face. All right, enough of this. My brother might not have respected me, he might have even hated me, but he would never be this. Stop stealing his face, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. So you can give me a charisma-based Arcana check if you want.
Okie dokie, Charisma-based Arcana check. Let's see here.
You can just-
With proficiency or without proficiency?
are you proficient in Arcana?
I am not.
Okay, then just give me a charisma check then.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah. So you blast this thing in the face.
Actually, I deliberately don't hit the face.
Oh, okay.
I ping one wing, I ping the other wing, and I've got the last ray centered towards the face, and I start like recognizing like all the parts of his face that aren't like mine versus the stuff that only I would see in his face and he would see in mine, since everyone else always just see the same face when they look at us, and I just go and hit his shoulder.
Okay. It causes him to stumble, fall back, and as he does, he goes like crashing into the floor. The floor splits in like basically in half, causing one big hunk of the floor to sort of upheave. It happens to be like the section of the floor that has a mosaic of the full moon. As it comes to rest in front of you, the thing that was Geminus Leonin is just sort of like thrashing on the ground.
So it's on the floor, but there's a hole in the ground in the full moon mosaic, kind of making like a.
I think more like the section with that mosaic just sort of got upheaved from the rest of the floor.
All right, small elf boy, let's try this. And I jump.
Yeah, as you hit it, the mosaic ripples like water, and the two of you disappear.
Whoa.
Jim and Vivi, goes to you two.
Fuck, Jim, what do we do?
Oh, we need that. I think we need that. Whatchamacallit? And I start going after that.
What to call it?
Item you had mentioned.
Silver?
That's the silver. Thank you. I start. What am I going to use though? Can I use sleight of hand to try and grab it real fast? Well, it's like rolling down the side of the. Okay, cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh no.
Goes to Vivi.
My hand just goes straight into the flaming hole that opened up. Ah!
Fuck. Shit. Wait. So we need to grab that. Okay. Well. Fuck. I mean, I'm gonna try and find some kind of like fire extinguishing thing to get some fire out of the way, so I can like run towards it.
Okay.
And try and grab it. Arcana check.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so you extinguish the flare. Yeah, you grab your emergency fire extinguishing device, which I'm sure looks like something weird.
Yep.
It looks like it looks like one of those watering cans shaped like an elephant or something like that. And you just sort of start spraying it down. You put out enough
Accurate.
flames that you can reach out and grab that bar of silver.
And got it.
And as soon as you get it, you and Jim pop out of existence. So, you all appear back in the Temple of Selene, still holding hands, as if you had never even left.
I look over at the priestess and I say, "Not trying to be mean, but so far 2 stars on."
Out of 5?
What the hell was that? I thought we were supposed to be resurrecting this. What happened?
Did we do it? Is he here?
You see Izo's body is still laying in the middle of your circle. The moon has left, or it's continued on its course, so the beam of light is no longer perfectly center in the room. And you guys are just standing there. The priestess walks over to Izo, kneels down next to him, and as she sort of goes to touch him, the diamond that was on his chest crumbles to dust.
Alright, so what's next?
Laz, I think Laz is going to howl. He's actually going to howl. Not a good howl, either.
The priestess goes, "That was the ritual."
So
I
how long?
Oh.
for the I apologize for any sort of confusion that might have resulted from it. And
Right, so he's back, right?
That's all right. Yeah, as long as he's alive.
When is
How
he
much-
back?
Yeah, how much longer is until he wakes back up?
He's not coming back.
she stares at Izo, and you see she gives a hard gulp and stands back up. "I'm sorry."
Wait, but like, why though?
Yeah, I paid money for this.
I know, but it wasn't a lack of power. That's certain. That's for certain.
Was it a lack of competence? Was it a lack of willingness?
I think
Did we fuck up?
no, I don't think so. I think. I
Well, then
just don't
direct us
think
to it.
I just don't think he's wanting to come back.
Why the fuck not?
What do you
This
mean,
man has
want?
everything to live for.
We've already had a long night. Just tell us
30 seconds.
where a temple is that can do this right.
I don't think that's how that works, King.
This
I'm
man
sorry,
has
but-
family. This man has family. What do you mean?
Then get another diamond and try it again.
I can get you in contact with some Doom guides,
Doom guy.
but I am sorry.
What the fuck is a doom god?
The priest of Kellenborg, God of Death.
We've all made a lot of
my
mistakes.
beer?
Wait, what?
Where's my beer?
Izo?
Ezo?
Wait, what's going on?
He's just startled up,
Izo's up.
sitting up.
Ezo.
Holy fucking shit!
I just went up and gave him a big hug.
3 stars.
Again.
There is one thing I should mention about Izo, though. His eyes aren't quite right.
What do you mean by
They're
that?
spheres of perfect silver.
Izo? Welcome back.
Where'd I go?
I fell.
With us?
You went to the other side.
Twitchy Kid is not there.
Where'd that one guy go?
He was with me. He was getting all tangled in my mane.
What
That's a
happened,
weird-
guys?
Take a spill.
Okay, what do you remember last? We were playing that game on the pillow. Remember that?
Pillar.
You
Pillar.
fell
Money?
down
By the way, we got the money.
I mean, Oz got money, but
It's. I'm willing to maybe share, you know.
Oh, isn't the party soon?
we did the party.
Do you not remember the party and the
You guys went
thing
without
afterwards? No, but you were there.
You
So,
died.
Izo, this is the last thing you remember, is feeling very cold, very alone, and very wet. You remember that there was a light, as if from far away, and you remember a person sort of like floating towards you, drifting towards you, falling towards you. It was a bugbear with silver fur. And as it reached out with a hand, its hand was multiple hands. It was the hand of a big sister. It was the hand of a lovable fool. It was the hand of an honorable guard. It was the hand of a forsaken son. It was the hand of a man who would be king. And the last thing you remember was it smiling at you and just going, "Time to come home." And that's the last thing you remember.
I'm legit tearing up, guys.
Izo, you were dead, but you're back now. We brought you back.
I died?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's not. I mean, those fucking assholes. They didn't kill you, but you fell, and I mean, King and I fell too.
Let's not talk about that.
I don't understand.
Laz is just going to hug you.
Yeah, I was actually gonna do that too.
I'm already kneeling by his arm.
I put a hand on his shoulder.
As I'm hugging him, I'm gonna say to him,
By the way, you owe me 50 gold.
Izo doesn't understand what's
I feel like
happening,
that's a
but he just
perfect
hugs everybody. I have a question, Josh. Are we all still wet?
I imagine we would have dried off in between dragging him out, going down the streets, fighting the.
It's probably only like an hour.
Like you're damp, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you've mostly dried off.
All right. Izo has no idea what's going on, but he's just hugging everybody. And he's happy. And he was like, why are we all damp?
So, Izo, what do you see?
What do you mean? I see you guys. Where are we?
Eyes are different, dude.
Your eyes look funny. You want some glasses?
Oh God, I'm so happy you're back.
What do you mean? Are they really red from drinking?
No, they're silver from dying.
They look like pachinko balls.
I had a great aunt Librella, and yeah, she couldn't see anything. Her eyes are a little like that. The word you're blind.
Everything seems okay.
Thank you to the attendant who did the ritual.
Izo. Izo. So happy to have you back. It's silly, but I had an elegy prepared for your death. I thought of it on the way over. Would you like to hear it?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Nobody's written an you googly for me before.
I come and I put my arm around. I try and go around your shoulder, but it's too big, and I just kind of hold onto your arm, lock arms with you. And I say, "All right, this is my elegy for Izo. Oh, the warm, furry man with those furious hands that helped ever more than they harmed, with the tip of his cap, oh, the thickest of chaps, may my heart be by him ever charmed. And I just rub his belly. And I say, oh, I'm glad you're here.
Fuck, I'm legit crying.
Ow. But
Izo, I should mention that there's a unusual number of people in this room.
What?
Off in the far edge of the room, you see sort of standing there in the shadow that is now cast in the room from the moon having moving out of its phase, is a woman. Or rather, it's a collection of darkness streaked with, like, the image of, like, nebulae, glittering stars, stuff like that. But it's, like, it looks like a hunk of the night sky fashioned into the shape of a woman. It smiles, and when it does, a chill sort of, like, pierces you in the heart. It holds up one finger to its lips and goes, shh, and vanishes.
Appropriate.
Thank you, Marty.
That was last.
That was last.
Oh. You get abilities for dying. I'm gonna kill myself.
You get good death, bad death, dead death.
Yeah.
So I completely fell for it. I thought Nee was gonna be our new character, new bard.
Yeah, me too.
Plan worked.
Yep, that was the plan. That was the plan.
You even had me at the end when Izo came out alive. You described the silver eyes, like, okay, he's blind and he's gonna have to retire and just learn how to make brew while blind, and that's why he can't be in the party anymore. I just assumed that when you described the silver eyes, like, okay, yeah, he's blind now. That makes total sense. That way we have a live Izo and Charlie has to play a new character. Makes perfect sense.
Is the game over?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, maybe.
I mean, we could keep going
Yep,
if we want.
If you guys want to keep going,
Yeah.
it's a good place to end, but we can keep going.
Campaign over. Everybody roll.
Campaign's done. Campaign over. We're done, guys. We're good.
Shadows
We
of
did it.
Waterdeep, the search for Izo.
We did it. Do we remember everything that we went through in the maze?
Yes. Yeah, all of you remember that.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah,
No one
mention
saw
everything.
no one else saw my private moments with my past thing.
Oh, yeah, you did. So you.
My
Yeah, only
intention-
me.
My intention tonight was trying to make you guys cry with Izo's death, not cry myself.
It worked.
I mean, I cried at the beginning with
Yeah, when you were talking at the beginning, that was good.
That got me a little
There you
misty.
go.
That got me a little misty.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was great.
Try, baby bitches. I knew it. Plan works.
Okay, so
Yeah, I wrote my little poem after you spoke, Izo. I was like, I gotta get something good for him.
That was dope as shit. That needs to be written down in here.
I'll send it to you now.
I dare say it's
Take a
recorded.
handout.
I was kind of looking forward to having Nee slowly become my little buddy, because he's the only person who's there for that event. So
He's a cute kid.
That's now a plot point. There's a missing person.
True.
There's a missing person.
And you also know that there's a Yeth hound in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
I'm
was
assuming
fun.
Nee was just a straight up Hexblade Warlock. Or...
Oh yeah.
Because at first, until you whipped out the pack weapon, I thought he was going to be a Twilight Cleric. Like when you described the giant blade, like,
Yeah, as soon as the blade came out, Hexblade Warlock.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah, like actually when I first heard about the blade, I assumed okay, Hexblade Warlock, and then I saw that that perception roll with a strong like wisdom modifier. I was like, that's a lot of wisdom for Warlock. Is he a Twilight Cleric? Multiclass?
The second,
We'll never know.
The second. Well, you described that sword coming out, and I realized you were Hexblade Warlock. Crap, we're not getting Izo back.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah, this was an experiment for me because in a campaign that we're planning for the future after Curse of Shroud ends at some point, my plan is to play a Hexblade Warlock in that campaign.
Oh man, I'm
I
so
wanted to
curious
try
about
it
that
out.
character.
Same.
I'm so curious about this.
This fucking kid.
Grimthorpe's need.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
good
like-
interesting, isn't he?
And what's the next time Roaring Horn's gonna have another death game? Maybe we can kind of roll.
I've already planned for it.
He's going to be in the death game.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
we gotta clue Izo in. On
We gotta
the,
kidnap
quest for
him.
Revenge.
I've got
Izo,
multiple arcs of Kaiji I can still draw from for death games, so don't worry about Roaring Horn.
We could basically put Roaring Horn into Saw, you know.
It's rare that you get to plan your own revenge.
I was gonna say something to that fact. Yeah, Izo gets to avenge himself.
Rarely get to avenge your own death.
That was very intense, and multiple times during that, I'm like, we're not getting so bad.
I honestly didn't think we were gonna get it back. I really did.
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah,
That was the plan.
I started to kind of
Yeah.
decide, in the skill challenge. I'm like, okay, if we fail skill challenge, he's dead. If we succeed, he's alive.
Yeah.
And I just seemed like either way, he would be like, after he comes out of life, like, hey, I'm out of this. Gotta go take care of my uncle. I'm not doing this again. Or you describe the Silver Eyes. I was like, okay, he's.
I thought for sure we weren't gonna get him back.
I'm very glad that we have Izo back, though. During that session, I was getting very sad that his story was over. I was trying to respect your decision to go with a new character, but I was having a hard time.
I don't respect it.
10 minutes before I was like, nah, gonna keep going with Izo.
Yeah, Izo's still got. We all need him real bad.
For real. Yeah.
So when did you decide that you were gonna let us resurrect Izo? Like from the get go,
I think Josh and I discussed
you
it
talking
that
to me?
night.
or either y'all? Because I imagine it's a collaborative decision.
I think. Hold on, let me look. I can look back at Josh and my chat.
I think it was the very next day we decided that you were
was
probably
either-
gonna come back.
It was either the next day or that night. I can't remember.
I think it was the next day, maybe.
I think so. I'm rolling back.
Yeah, so Charlie and I planned out this. I came up, or well, we planned out the he's coming back stuff. I came up with the flashback kind of weird shit. Let's see. Yeah, I told Charlie about most of it, and then probably around 5 o'clock this afternoon, I added something, which may or may not have come into play tonight.
No.
What would have happened? What would have happened if we were like, well, let's take him to Bruise and move on?
Well, fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Keep
we
on
just
going,
didn't even
then.
try to
Laz would not
resurrect.
have allowed that to happen.
I had not planned for that, but I have a feeling Charlie would have been perfectly happy to continue going with needs. So
Either that or Izo would have come back like Solomon Grundy style.
Oh god.
Wait, what? What is that?
it's
Solomon
a
Grundy.
A Batman
yeah, it's from,
villain.
Batman comics.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Pretty much just a giant zombie man.
Yeah. Giant,
Yeah.
super strong zombie man.
Basically, just think Izo, but he's like
Born on a
Indiana
Monday.
and a zombie. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, we could have had Nee in the group. You know, had to do some underage drinking. It's probably fine.
How old is he? Well, should I ask that? Am I allowed to answer that? Probably not. I don't know.
Dude, I don't care.
He said he was a teenager.
Wait, what?
How old is Nee?
Oh,
If
he's
we
probably
can
like
ask.
16, 17.
How tall is he?
5 foot tall.
Okay, let me see how tall I am.
You're
he's
not
an
five.
elf?
Oh yeah, he's Shadow Kai.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Still
Maybe something
taller than
weird.
you. Odds.
Damn it.
He's still
We
tall.
could have
If he was shorter than me, I would have allowed him.
taken him under our wing and turned him into just an absolute monster. Would have been great.
All right, what
Need's
day
still
was-
out there. This isn't necessarily the end of Need. You may see him again.
Okay, so it
I
was the
suspect
day
that.
after, because it was the 3rd that we started talking. That was Thursday.
Okay.
So it was the day after the last session that,
Mhm.
because I'd mulled it over that night and like during the day at work.
Yeah, I remember I was at my desk at work. I was going through stuff, and then I got the idea of like, oh fuck, that thing we didn't do with Bruise. I totally like spaced out on. I can now go back and do it, and it make it seem artistic and good.
And emotional.
I messed up. I can
Yeah.
use it to my advantage.
Exactly.
Like, you guys kept that hidden for really well, because I was pretty convinced that, like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna use Izo's death for dramatic stuff, and Charles gonna have a new character. We'll have to see what.
That monologue, man.
Fuck, dude.
That was like half written, half improvised.
That's the best cut.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, well, yeah, let me tell you about my friends. Oh, they're so great. They let me die in like 6 hours from now.
I'm missing out.
I know you're gonna
Yeah, you really
gonna
need to
watch
go back
it.
and listen to it.
I was definitely like, I
was-
for some reason
I was
was convinced that you were not coming back with Izo the whole time from the beginning. And I was, and when you were doing that speech, I was like, fuck, we're gonna have to go talk to Bruce at some point, and that he's gonna kick our ass. This is gonna be bad.
Shit.
No joke for the.
He was just talking us up, and now
No joke for the past couple weeks. I am kind of been planning out little RPs. I was like, okay, King's gonna volunteer to talk to Izo's family. He's gonna talk to Laz. Like, hey, how do you do the hey dead in action talk?
Laz isn't the best one to talk about that with his.
Charisma is 8. So, not the best one to talk about. I have experience with it, I'm just not good at it.
That would have been a great scene.
It would have been. It would have been.
What's even better is our characters have only known each other for a week, and the entire time, Bruce has been telling me to be careful. You guys would've been
Yeah.
That is true.
So is it gonna tell Bruce that he died, or just kind of keep that a secret?
Oh, you have to. His eyes are silver. That happened.
oh well, I'm pretty sure Izo will tell him anyway because every time he goes to Bruce, he tells him everything.
I tell him everything. There are no secrets between me and Bruce. Well, not on my part anymore. I have no idea what Bruce has going on.
I mean,
Bruce
you
is actually a giant cockroach.
it could be a character development where you learn to lie because you're ashamed. Who knows?
He has no shame.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think.
That he can develop.
Actually, he does have shame. He does have shame. We know it because he didn't fix the roof.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce is gonna ground Izo so hard.
Yeah.
It still will be a fun conversation for sure.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah.
He's probably gonna tell us not to hang out anymore. We can't even go on play dates.
And he could actually.
Maybe a thing to keep in mind is how Bruce would react, Izo. Especially
And
to
he
a death
could-
you don't even remember.
And he has actually some power over us, because if he decides to not sell us the Black Bear Brew anymore, we're kind of SOL as far as, I guess we could just cave to the Brewer Guild, but...
No, there's so many other fucking independent brewers, and we have networks, man. I got hacks. I can find so many people. I'm sure.
Laz is going to want to.
I just love the idea of. I'm sorry, continue. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love the idea of like Izo trying to tell Bruce the truth, and you're all just like, no, that didn't happen. No, contact lenses. Spell things.
Yeah.
He's talking crazy talk. Took one too many punches to the head.
Laz is going to insist on being there when Izo tells Bruce, because Laz feels responsible.
I mean,
Laz feels responsible for everything.
it was all our choice to do the thing in the contest, and
Yeah, really. If you feel responsible, why are you pissed off at Roaring Horn? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm fully just blaming it on Roaring Horror and not being introspective at all about this.
This episode had a few interesting lore bits. in our characters.
Oh yeah.
And possibly
They definitely
information revealing the stone.
Yeah, I was.
If that's the same stone that we're looking for.
Oh, maybe I was thinking.
I assume it's the same stone, but
And Oz have a background of some sort, possibly that might be intertwined. I don't know.
I mean, he's a cop. Your family's doing shady shit. It's possible.
True.
I think we've all done shady shit.
I definitely think King is going to ask Jim and maybe Vivi as well a lot more about nobility here in Waterdeep and kind of start to reflect on nobility back home too. I still want to use this kind of big whole event to kind of pivot King's attitude towards nobility, even if it won't be as severe as if Izo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm still trying to decide exactly how Laz is going to react. It's not going to be as extreme a reaction as it would have been if Izo hadn't come back. But there's definitely going to be a reaction.
I imagine it would have been something like the end of the Tenet era of Doctor Who.
Just like incredibly sad, and I'm crying constantly and can't stop, and I'm about to start crying now.
Yeah,
I don't want to go.
And then he comes back, and he's just like moving through the universe, just like wrecking shit, like really quickly, like recruiting people, and just like essentially tying up every loose end he's ever left, just fucking shit up across the universe.
That's not very far off from what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. If Izo had died, which I kind of thought was the case, I was definitely looking at the crafting rules and say, like, man, if I discover like a fireball-esque potion, could I just stockpile like 1,000,000 of those and just kind of? That's like only 3 at a time. I was like, oh,
start Molotov cocktailing noble houses.
Just burn down Seaward.
Burn down all of Seaward. Well, maybe not all. Maybe 90%
I
of
mean,
it.
surely they've invented. Waterdeep has technology for bombs.
Yeah, like they well, you have alchemist fire, which is napalm, so yeah.
True. And Izo was talking about turning the our little the part of our bar into an access way to the sewers. We have a little.
We got to have a back entrance.
Yes.
An escape route.
You're not thinking about like using the sewers to stockpile alchemist fire underneath the key structures and then detonating it, right?
If Izo had actually died, that would be in the works. But he's alive. I was actually looking
Decision, but there would be revenge.
Because I was actually looking up ways to do essentially that once I was gonna convince Izo was dead. As a fallback in case other revenge plans didn't.
That's revenge plan B.
Burn
What do you guys think
it
of, like,
all.
the weird like flashback thing. I know it was kind of like it was kind of surreal and weird and
With the maze thing?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great.
What
I was worried it was going to get too convoluted or confusing. Yeah.
What it kind of reminded me of was the part in Final Fantasy VI where after the river you split up into pretty much 3 little kind of
I liked it a lot.
side missions where you got like just a lower amount of characters and then they meet back up.
I liked it a lot because it kind of gave us moments together, and it kind of. I don't know if you meant to intertwine our backgrounds or not, but
Of course.
Duh.
it seemed like that, and I like that. So.
Makes me miss
I look
Need.
for thematic couplings of characters and then like me. So
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Somebody use that as springboard, just a thing with Need where like he's my little sidekick, but no worries, I'm fine. He's just
Yeah, there were definite questions in my mind about how intentional the pairings were.
Oh, it's highly intentional.
I mean, it makes sense.
I figured it was.
Yeah.
Yes, This Jim and Vivi, know each other. Laz and Oz, they are.
I can hurt them both with one. I can kill two birds with one stone that way. It's super easy to hurt both of them.
That ended up flipping the initiative order, just where like the pairs just went after each other. That was definitely the right.
Yeah. And Laz and Oz, like Laz and Oz thematically have a lot in common, so I wanted to pair them together.
Mm-hmm.
They may have a little bit more in common.
With Diona, that was cute.
Yeah.
It's a chance you guys actually meet her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. I like that aspect a lot.
I was thinking about having like Izo's sword be there too, like as a thing. I didn't have any idea what it would look like though. So
Izo's sword?
or not
Izo's sword. Knees.
Yeah.
Knees
Yeah.
sword. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, have Grim Feather actually there.
Yeah.
I was
Like-
totally
But it would
expecting that
not
to
have
happen.
been with you. It would have been somewhere else.
Like, what is this, like
Yeah.
Bleach, where it's like incorporated as a person?
Yeah.
It would have had to have been at Vivi's last.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
The only other place it could be.
Mhm.
I would have just rolled with it too.
Should have been like Swain from League. And it's where they even know that I play League. I just play Teamfight Tactics.
Old Swain, new Swain.
I don't know what those are because I only play Teamfight Tactics.
Okay, so new Swain. You only know about new Swain.
He's like the super like creepy British guy that is a good voice for like a Thayan that we talked about.
Yes.
That one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
He turns into a demon crow guy.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I knew this was an Izo focused episode, but I didn't want it to be like Izo was the center focus of it, but I wanted it to be about you guys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, it was great.
Yeah, I definitely got that.
The search for Izo.
Leave a hunt for Red October.
We're gonna get
Just
spooky.
like that movie.
Yeah, I'm still convinced Vivian's not dead. But is it me that's convinced, or is it Vivi that's convinced?
Are we
Both.
playing the day before Halloween?
Is that what we're scheduled at?
Yes,
like it.
actually.
Yeah. Is that gonna work for people?
It works for me.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
I mean, we do have the haunt that day, but I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine with us not at the haunt.
I'm not gonna attend for unless it's the weekend.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna be there for Halloween because it's fucking Halloween, but that whole week's fucking busy. We can make it for the 30th.
As far as I'm aware, the 30th is good for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Then, yeah,
Mhm.
we're playing the night before the before Halloween.
Ooh.
Spooky.
And I couldn't get
Scary.
found in this session. Damn it!
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Now you're all too fucking weak.
Well, we
Shit.
just gotta take a long rest and then wake
I mean,
up
yep.
and oh hey, it's downstairs.
Was this a level? Was this a level up
Just sitting
activity?
at your bar. Hey guys.
Make some eggs, drink a cup of coffee.
No.
Josh, is this a level up activity?
No.
Is
Built
a level up activity?
No.
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
Dang, fireball problems. We'll have to wait another few sessions.
I'm itching for that second attack.
I know you are. I know when you guys are gonna level up to 5.
I have to bring Bully back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you gotta do that overnight.
It takes 8 fucking hours.
You got to be awake for that?
Yes.
Ew, gross.
Get wrecked.
I can wait for that.
It's not like a coffee brewer. He doesn't set the ritual and like, okay, I can come back to this in 8 hours.
It's just a 3D printer of frog meat.
I can make a 3D printer. It's like building like the bones and like the meat and all the skin all at the same time in little layers.
The cartridge load up is just a horrific red slur.
Oh gee.
Basically,
Oh
watching that
Christ.
scene from Fifth Element.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, which scene in Fifth Element?
If you've seen Fifth Element a million times like I have, you would know.
I didn't hear what the context was, so I missed that
The
part.
3D printing.
3D printing.
Oh,
When he's bringing
yeah.
her body back to life with like that machine.
Got it, yeah.
Yep.
If they get
I
a
love-
pod with Bully like at the end of Fifth Element.
they're still not ready.
Yes, great. Oh my god, too good. What a reference. Well played.
You're intimate with your
Alright,
frog.
guys, I'm gonna head off to bed. That was a fun session, though.
Yeah, that was a really good session.
Amen.
Thank you, guys.
I'll see you all in a couple weeks.
Bye, Eric.
Indeed.
We miss you.
Bye.
Tune in
Eric.
to the Cthulhu game. It's amazing.
Come back.
Yeah,
In
I
a
will.
different
I
way.
will.
Ryan plays a dog.
Like a literal
Fuck.
dog.
Literal
listen to
actual
that
dog.
I'm the dog.
Okay, nice.
Actual.
Alright,
dog.
good night, guys.
Bog.
Good night.
Bog.